try to win the war up front in the trenches. That's pivotal if you want to have any success against Bridgeport whatsoever. So you got to be strong and physical up front, and you've got to be disciplined. That really to me is the one thing that sticks out year in and year out about this Indian team is their discipline and their ability to fire off the football up front. They don't take a play off. They work hard each and every game, each and every day. So for Robert C. Byrd, they know that it's going to be a war, and they've got to roll their sleeves up and get ready for 4 quarters of hard-hitting football.
One final question. You've watched a lot of very good quarterbacks at Robert C. Byrd over the years. Your thoughts on Nick George this year?
Really impressed with Nick George. Throwing the football, he's got a strong arm, but he also has the ability to lob passes with touch to get things done down the field with deep balls. And he's just the leader. He takes a lot of hits, doesn't shy away from the hits. He has that ability to stand in the pocket, to deliver a ball. He's thrown the ball well throughout this year, been very consistent. 10 TDs thrown to just 3 interceptions. But he also has 5 rushing touchdowns. He can get the tough yards if you need them running the football. He's not the prolific dual-threat quarterback that you might expect to see, but he is a guy that can tuck it and run with it. And there are several design rushes set up for him each game. So he's definitely one of those guys who can get the job done. You rank him up there in the top 5, top 6 in school history, and he's climbing the ladder in terms of statistics. So I look for him to continue to get better. And when you look at the first 2 games, to give you an example, the first 2 games this year, he broke his personal best for yardage in a game. So he's really climbing it, moving forward. This last game against Elkins, big numbers as well. So he's been consistent throughout this year, and he's the guy that makes this offense go.
That's Bill Nestor, play-by-play voice of the Robert C. Byrd Flying Eagles.
At Bridgeport Express Care, your health is our priority. Bridgeport Express Care strives on offering the highest quality, affordable health care in the area. Bridgeport Express Care services include urgent care, family medicine, sports medicine, and occupational medicine, along with your basic wellness and health prevention to keep you and your whole family healthy and strong. For an appointment, stop by our facility located on Johnson Avenue in Bridgeport or call 304-842-3330 or online at bridgeportexpresscare.com.
Whether it's getting the kiddos to school,
I love you. Bye, Mom.
Or taking it off-road and uphill.
Oh, yeah! Yeah! Woohoo! Oh, yeah, baby!
We've got the right tires for you.
Stop by a Glotfelty Tire Center and talk to one of our tire pros with locations in Bridgeport, Parkersburg, and Elkins.
When it comes to legal problems, the answer is not always easy. That's why you need a law firm with experience. Attorney Bob Greer of Greer Law Offices in Bridgeport has over 25 years' experience dealing with a variety of law, litigation, estate planning, wills, trust, property law, and business transactions. Put experience on your side with Greer Law Offices, Philadelphia Avenue in Bridgeport, 304-842-8090 or GreerLawOffices.com.
If you miss a step,
Wow! Oh!
it hurts. So after your surgery, don't miss the very important step of physical therapy to improve range of motion, strengthen muscles, and reduce pain, among other benefits. Don't miss a step. Come see us.
Bridgeport Physical Therapy is here to help you regain your mobility and strength after surgery. Physical therapy is a necessary step to restored health that you just can't miss. Make an appointment with Bridgeport Physical Therapy, located in Bridgeport and White Oaks.
Time to connect with the Indians. Presented by Bridgeport Physical Therapy with 2 locations, West Main Street and now at White Oaks.
All right, welcome back to Wayne Jamison Field. National Anthem just wrapping up. Combined band tonight. Bridgeport and RCB's bands combining for the National Anthem. We're back inside. Welcome to our Connect with the Indians segment. Chris Johnson joins us from connectbridgeport.com to give his thoughts on tonight's matchup. And Chris, wanted to ask you first, we just kind of touched on this topic in the open, and that is the health of this rivalry. You know, we talk about this every year. 31st meeting between these two schools. It was very competitive, probably in the first 10 years. Bird's got to win one of these to kind of crank the heat back up, don't you think?
So especially when you're just talking rivalries, what has happened between Bridgeport and Fairmont Senior the past couple of years, and we've talked about it, off air a couple times. Morgantown is really emerging as a rival in all sports, and a lot of that has to do with just the changing classifications, I think, as well, because there's a lot more at stake, all sports, when Bridgeport and Morgantown play now. But yes, and what happened tonight, maybe not, but yeah, Robert C. Byrd needs to get a win in this for it to be as big a rivalry as what Fairmont Senior Morgantown is.
Yeah, case in point, I think we've seen more attention on the basketball series recently because of Bird's dominance.
Yes, yeah, and those have been some very competitive matchups. There's been a lot of games that all three of us have seen where you kind of thought one of the other basketball teams might have had an advantage, and the other one found a way to pull it out, and that's what a rivalry needs.
All right, Chris Johnson, ConnectBridgeport.com. Visit Connect for all your post-game wrap-up later tonight. Watch you stay tuned as the bands are on the field. The captains will be out momentarily, and we will get Bridgeport Bird round 31 started shortly.
Quality Machine of Bridgeport presents the Indians warm-up prior to every broadcast of Indians football.
This is exciting, isn't it?
Stay tuned. The kickoff is next on the 103.3 WKMZ Indians Radio Network.
Game day got you on the go? We get it. GoMart is here to keep you going all season long with stores throughout our home state. We're a proud West Virginia-owned company, and our friendly staff is committed to serving our communities. From fuel to freshly brewed coffee and snacks, a stop at GoMart to cover your game day needs is always a touchdown. Plus, GoMart Rewards members earn points with each purchase to redeem for discounts on gas and free items. So stop by, start saving, and stay on the go with GoMart.
Looking for a place to grab lunch or dinner? Or how about hang with friends? Or even watch the big game? Head to Brickside Bar and Grill in Bridgeport, where the locals hang out. Brickside offers a full menu and bar, daily food and drink specials, outdoor patio along with weekend entertainment. And don't miss bingo every Sunday from 3 to 5. Brickside also offers a private banquet room for private parties. For more information, call 848-2094 or online at BricksideBarandGrill.com.
They're not just roads you drive on, or the smooth paths your family rides bikes on, or the highways that take you across this great nation. At JF Allen, they're not just asphalt. They're the framework that connects neighborhoods to cities, that bring us together and make us stronger. With unmatched services, materials, and supplies, the JF Allen team is the best in the industry. For all your paving needs, call JF Allen at 304-472-8890 or go to jfallenco.com.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is State Farm. Here's the deal. State Farm agent Chad Reppert is your go-to agent in Bridgeport for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop shopping around. State Farm agent Chad Reppert has you covered. Call 304-381-3276 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individuals' premiums will vary by customers. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
This broadcast of Indians football is solely intended for our listening audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of the descriptions and accounts of tonight's game are prohibited without written consent from WKMZ-FM. The announcers on this broadcast are employed by WVRC Media and approved by Bridgeport High School.
Boy, absolutely perfect night for football. Just some wispy clouds over Wayne Jamison Field. Currently 67 degrees. Headed for probably 60, 59 by the time this one's over. Mid-40s overnight. It is fall. It is Bridgeport. It's Bird, and we're ready to go. Autumn's here.
It's big boy weather. These offensive linemen and defensive linemen are loving this.
I was going to say, you guys are talking about this. You're a lot warmer up there than I'm down here.
Well, let me tell you, after... you should not complain about this after Martinsburg last year.
You're right. You're right.
No doubt. Yeah, so it's a cooler night. We don't expect, as many cramps tonight. If you cramp up tonight, then you did not do your job hydrating. Hey, let me ask you guys about this. I think the start to this game is very important for a couple of reasons. I think Bridgeport's going to be extremely geeked up to play this football game for some of the reasons we've talked about in this pregame show. And I think you got a Bird team that might be teetering a little bit emotionally. They're 2-2. They've not had a lot of good things go their way. And if Bridgeport can jump on them quick, this one might be over quickly. Agreed?
Do you want to make a physical football team mad? I don't. That's kind of how I look at it.
Right, and I completely agree. I'll be interested to see if Byrd's defense can stop the run. The fact is they haven't done it the last 2 years. I'm not sure going to do it this year either.
I invite you to stay tuned. The captains are on the way out. Opening coin toss results and kickoff from Wayne Jamison Field is coming up. Indians football continues on the home of the Tribe.
At Quality Machine Company of Bridgeport, we solve problems. We're your local provider for welding, custom fabrication, machining, structural steel sales, and all types of heavy equipment and industrial repairs. Whether your business is coal, oil and gas, construction, excavating, timber, or manufacturing, Quality Machine has a solution for you and your team. We're just a few miles east of Bridgeport on Route 50. Quality Machine, if man made it, quality can fix it. QualityMachineInc.com.
Why shop the rest when you can buy from the best? You already know the most reliable parts for your car, truck, SUV, or heavy-duty needs are at Napa. You already know the friendly, knowledgeable parts professionals are at Napa. So that leaves one question. Why are you not at Napa? Shop your locally owned, nationally known Napa store today. Qualified parts, helpful people. That's the Napa know-how.
To find a Napa location near you, visit mtowernapa.com.
Bridgeport Indians Radio Network is on the air.
Over the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There goes Lord. He won't be touched. Midfield, 40, down to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, into the end zone. It is a touchdown.
7-time winner of the best high school sports broadcast by the West Virginia Broadcasters Association.
Snapping an inside give back to Brazier, and he ping-pongs his way off the defender into the end zone for the touchdown. They're going to go onside kick. It's a loose ball. It's caught. Great job. Taylor Thomas kicked it. Taylor Thomas recovers it at the 31-yard line, and how about that?
Now, with the call of tonight's game from the Go-Mart broadcast booth. Go for good times. Go for Go-Mart. Here is Brent Kimball, Chris George, and in his 30th season as the voice of the Indians, Travis Jones.
All right, set to go. Opening coin toss has taken place. That toss was won by the visitors, the Flying Eagles of Robert C. Byrd, and they want the football to start this game. So Bridgeport will put that defense out there against this spread. Byrd passing attack.
I don't know how they're going to attack us, but if it were me, I'd go to a quick, up-pace, short passing game, and that's kind of what worked against us a couple years ago down here. We won the game, but they were able to put some points on the board. I think that'll help eliminate our pressure against them, and it'll help them keep the tempo going and help them complete some passes.
And we talked about their pass game. Nick George has thrown for 1,028 yards, 10 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. His 2 favorite targets have been a pair of seniors in Braden Thomason, who has 22 catches and 3 touchdowns. Bryce Byrd, 21 catches and 2 scores. And Quentin Cooley has 174 yards receiving and a touchdown. The Bridgeport transfer, here's an interesting number. Nate Lotsky, 9 catches, 166 yards, 2 touchdowns. Last year here in this offense, 8 catches, 281 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Of course, we're halfway through the season, but not seeing a lot of balls thrown his way after transferring to RCB. All right, here comes the kickoff from Taylor Thomas as he takes it from the official. Kevin Smith is the head of this Mon Valley Board crew. Thomas will kick it from right to left, and Bridgeport and Robert C. Byrd, round 31, about to begin. Bryce Byrd is on the far side, ready to receive, and Thomason is on the near side. And Taylor Thomas gets the whistle he's looking for, and here is a sky kick that's going to come near side, going to bounce at the turf. It's a loose ball. It is bouncing twice and picked up there by Thomason. He turns the corner over the 35. He is going to be tripped up by Taylor Thomas and tackled by Jackson across midfield to the Bridgeport 47-yard line, but we may have a flag on the play.
Ball came out, guys.
Oh, the ball came out, and Bridgeport recovered. Well, it was on the sideline here.
They're going to say that the returner was down by contact. I don't know if I agree with that, but Bridgeport did recover, but they're going to say he was down.
All right, that was blocked off by the team here as they jumped up and down there, and Byrd will maintain possession. Indians don't lobby much of a complaint, so Byrd will have it at the 47-yard line, and that ball bouncing twice off the turf worked in Byrd's favor.
Yeah, it did. Our pursuit went by him, and he was able to get to the near sideline.
All right, Nick George with great starting field position. 1st and 10, ball at the Bridgeport 47-yard line. He's in shotgun depth with a banana bunch trips to the left. Quick pass game, dumps it off into the flat. Ball's taken by Thomason. Indians rally quickly, and Tanner Hathaway, who was Bridgeport's leading tackler in the win over Fairmont Senior last year, rallies up to the ball, gets some help, gets Thomason to the turf after a gain of just 1.5 yards. Going to be a second down, little scrape route that time for Braden Thomason to get this game underway. Josh Gorell, head coach at RCB, 8 seasons, 47 wins, 33 losses, now 10-13 in the playoffs. And of course, RCB a heartbreaker last year in the state semifinals as they lost to Fairmont Senior on a kickoff return from Wes Hours. Play action, dump into the flat, pass caught by Lotsky, and Lotsky's going to be run out of bounds by Ty Martin and slung down along the near sideline. They'll put him out at the 37-yard line, and that's going to be near the lead stick. We'll have to see where they mark the football. Lotsky's first catch of the football game. Officials eye it, still have not called first down, and now they have first down RCB, 11:05, opening quarter. C Byrd registers their first down of the game.
Yeah, quick out route to the near side. Again, using that quick passing game like I thought they would.
All right, let's see how the Indians are defending all these wide receivers. You got Cam Hess out here. The safeties are Charlie Brazier and Zach Rohrig. So Hess will just guard the edge here. Trips picked up by a linebacker, Hathaway. Another quick out, and Hathaway rallies, and that's a loss on the play. Pass pulled in along the far sideline. They went right back to Nate Lotsky, and Hathaway tackles him. Lotsky's big, 6'4", so he was able to lunge forward for a half yard. It's second down and a long 9. Yeah, going to be hard to get pressure. They saw the tape last week as Bridgeport was chasing Fairmont Senior's quarterback all over the lot, so they're going to go quick pass game here. Try to get it out of Nick George's hand. That's going to give you a lot of rally and tackle opportunities. Second down and 9. Snap back to George. 4th straight pass. He's going to run forward into the pocket. He's going to tuck it, and the big guy runs it down to the 31-yard line, but we're going to have a hold in the backfield, deep in the backfield. That one is going to put Byrd out near midfield.
That flag came right at the 40-yard line.
Again, Kevin Smith is our white hat tonight, and that's going to be a hold. It looks like on the personal protector, which was Ty Drake, who they've moved from center to fullback. So first whistle of the game.
Number 50 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay second down.
All right, so let's see where they'll spot it. Back at midfield. So it'll be a second down and long. They need to get the ball down to the 28-yard line. So 2nd and 22 on the hold on Ty Drake, who lines up at fullback but still wears his lineman number at number 50, and that makes him ineligible to catch a ball.
That's right. That's a key.
5'11", 210, the transfer from Bridgeport, then to Liberty. Second down, 23. Snap back, and here comes a swing pass into the flat. Pass is caught by Latrell Jones. He gets through over the 40, inside the 35, and he's down to the 33-yard line. Bird's still going to be about 7 yards short of the first down, but there's the speed of the sophomore Latrell Jones, who played his middle school ball at Washington Irving and had a good career there.
Yeah, this little dump out to the flat. We had 3 guys as receivers to the near side as blocker. It's a quick pass out in space to Jones, and good blocking.
All right, let's call it 6. Third down, 10-minute mark, opening quarter. So time-consuming drive also for RCB here, trying to overcome that holding penalty. That's some confusion. Now Cooley comes tight to the formation. There's trips that way. Snap back to George. George surveys. Here comes pressure. Throws a jump pass. It's up for grabs, and it is caught with a flag down at the 4-yard line. Pulled in by Clinton Cooley, working on Charlie Brazier. Underthrown pass, and Brazier trying to work back to the ball. We have a marker down, but that's probably on Brazier, and Byrd will have it first and goal, ball at the 4-yard line. We'll check the marker first.
Yeah, it was a wounded duck down there, and that was what enabled Cooley to stop and come back to the football. Brazier's back to the play.
Yeah, he threw a jump pass down there, and it didn't have much on it.
On the defense, number 15 against an eligible receiver. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is a first down.
All right, so the flag had nothing to do with the catch. That was on Cale Colasurto, so we'll see if Byrd now can punch it in. They have not attempted a run from anyone other than that scramble from Nick George. First and goal, RCB, 9:50 to play in the opening quarter.
And they've used Lotsky in the backfield in these situations on the goal line. Let's see what they do here.
All right, it's going to be George with Latrell Jones to his right. Shotgun sidecar, and it's going to be a quarterback power, and Nick George is going to lunge to the 2.
Yeah,
Hess got in there to get him along with Aiden Sparks.
Guys, I'm going to add to that. Coach Ferry's upset. They weren't set on this end. The trips over here was not set.
Right. I was getting ready to say the same thing. The trips were not set to snap.
All right, second down, goal to go. Ball is spotted at the 2-yard line. Jones in the power pistol behind George. Play clock at 15. Byrd trying to draw first blood. And they'll give it to Jones. And Jones is going to be tackled down right at the 2. Sparks got him. Hess got him with some help from Phil Reed, the middle backer. And RCB, again, a passing attack. And the field shrinks in this situation. It's going to be third and goal. Ball, he may have lost a half yard.
He did. Back to the 3.
They'll give him a full yard loss on the play, and it's third down. George comes all the way over to the sideline to get the play call.
Again, they like to run quarterback power with George, and they use Jones as a lead blocker.
Yeah, George is almost, well, actually, he's bigger than the center, Ian Gould. Snap back, and here it comes. He hesitates. He's hit, and George is down at the 2-yard line. Slowed up, and Ryan Hall hit him, knocked him forward into the help. It's a half-yard gain, and here's a fourth and goal. Ball now just spotted inside the 2-yard line.
You got to think here they'll go for it, and they may want to roll George out of the pocket here. They've been lining 3 to one side. They may roll him into trips here, try to give him the field side and also the option to pass or run to see how they call it.
Thomason is their kicker, but they're going to go here, and they're going to have to take a timeout. Play clock's already down to 9 seconds, and Nick George is still looking at the sideline.
They'll use their timeouts, no doubt about that.
They're going to use one here because the play clock is down to 1, and Byrd takes their first timeout on their opening drive, albeit a huge play decision here. 7:35 opening quarter. Byrd has a fourth and goal. Ball just outside the 2, and we come back. Indians football continues on the home of the Indians.
Give your kids a memory they'll never forget. Down on the farm, edge of town farm market. Take a hayride to the 2-acre corn maze. Pick a pumpkin from the pumpkin patch. Decorate for fall with hay bales, corn stalks, and mums. Country cooking is great with local grass-fed beef, apples, peppers, and tomatoes. Corn Maze is open Friday noon until 6 and Saturday and Sunday from 10 until 6 through October. Edge of Town Farm Market, Route 58 in Bridgeport. Look for the sign in the big red barn. Edge of Town Farm Market.
Opening drive of the game, 7:35 remaining here in the opening quarter. Byrd, after a good kickoff return, has taken it from the Bridgeport 47-yard line down to the 2, and the Indians trying to stop the drive right here without giving up some points. All right, following the timeout, Lotsky lines up as a wing to the right. You've got twins to the right, single receiver up top. George calls for the snap. He takes it, he's hit, and he's going nowhere. Phil Reed hits him first, and he loses back to the 3. So RCB once again tried to power run behind Nick George. And Nick George lost his helmet, so he'll have to come out for one play. But Phil Reed and the Indians were not fooled.
Yeah, again, I'm surprised they didn't roll him out on the perimeter to give him a chance to pass run. An option. They accepted the quarterback power, and Bridgeport, that's their strength, folks, is the interior of their defensive line, and they won the battle at the line of scrimmage.
All right, so Bridgeport now has a long field, but they shut Byrd out of the end zone and off the scoreboard.
How about Rory for 97 here?
All right, at the 3, it would take 97 to get to the promised land. All right, here come the Indians offense. 1st and 10. Byrd, everything in tight. They snap it back to Rorig. He runs it over the 5 and is tripped up as he gets to the 8-yard line. So give him 6 on the run. Actually put him down at the And they're going to settle at the 8, so we'll call it 5. Second down and 5. Up front, Kamar Summers, Mario Galindo, Quinn D'Amato's the center. Bo Ford is the right guard, and Ryan Jones, the junior, is the right tackle in for Wes Brown. Right in is Aiden Sparks for Bridgeport. We'll also see Cam Hess, and he's out there at one end to the near side as well. On the second down and 5, clock under 7 minutes. First crack with the ball for Bridgeport. Rohrig again, and here he comes, and he is just tripped up as he gets over right to the 15-yard line, but that's a stick mover for Bridgeport, a gain of 8, and an Indians first down. Yeah, he was close on that one.
He really was. In fact, Galindo, I thought, was Rohrig. It was Galindo breaking out of the pile. Rohrig one step away there.
All right, Bridgeport 6:35 to play. And, we talked about the emotions of this game and how big would it be. I mean, you're still 80-plus yards away, but Byrd gets nothing after a nice drive, and then you come right back and drive it 97 yards.
Good point.
Play clock at 7. First and 10, Bridgeport. Here comes Big Phil, and he churns and drags a defender over the 20 to the 21-yard line. So picking up where the Indians left off last week, and that is just kind of ground and pound. James McMillan, who's a freshman in there, playing at linebacker, made the stop for RCB.
He's someone on film I like. McMillan, a freshman, but he's strong inside as a linebacker, and we'll see him some at running back tonight as well.
All right, Phil Reed, 170 yards rushing last week against the Polar Bears of Fairmont Seniors. He closes in on 500 on the year, so he's right on pace to get to 1,000 during the regular season. Second down and 4 for the Tribe. Snap, and here comes a counter for Rohrig. Gets a block, and the blocking breaks down. That's going to be a holding penalty as Lotsky got hooked. So the Indians, instead of a 3rd and 1, will back up. So we'll check the marker here.
36, hold.
Yeah. It's going to be on Ryan Hall.
That's the blocking back.
All right, so both teams tagged on a holding penalty. This one will set the Indians back to the 14-yard line. Second down and 11 to get the down over. 5:30, quick moving opening quarter here. Need to get to the 24 for a first down. Snap inside, give to Brazier. Brazier comes outside. Brazier to the 20, 25-30. Near sideline, 35, and he is pulled down at the 40-yard line along the near sideline by Bryce Byrd. But a second down and 12 is no problem for Charlie Brazier on that wing around as he brings it to the 41-yard line and a Bridgeport first down.
Yeah, the whole flow of the defense was up through the tackles, and Brazier just comes right around the near side edge and gets a big run down to the 41-yard line.
All right, gain to the 41. Clock at 5 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. And so far, this could be a low-scoring affair because both these teams have melted away this opening quarter clock. Bridgeport now 59 yards away from the end zone. Here comes Rohrig, makes a cut, runs outside, there he goes, 50, 45, 40, Bryce Byrd chasing, Rohrig to the 20, to the 15, Bird's got him by the shoulder, the pass getting down, he pulls him into the end zone, it's a Bridgeport touchdown, all the way for Zach Rohrig. Bryce Byrd taking the ride, 59 yards, and Bridgeport drives it 97 yards for the first touchdown of the game. Well, that's a backbreaker if you're RCB. You have a first and goal to go. Get no points, and Zach Rohrig, a 59-yard jaunt. And give credit to Bryce Byrd. He didn't give up on the play, but he jumped on Rohrig's back, got two hands on the back of his shoulder pads at about the 5-yard line, and Rohrig drug him into the end zone.
Guys, we also have some laundry down here for extracurriculars after that play.
All right, so we will check the marker. Extracurriculars in this game? Who would have heard of that? All right, here's the call.
The result of the play is a touchdown. After the play was over, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 2 of the defense. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Well, another one of the reasons why this team's 2-2 penalties.
Yeah, they're averaging almost 100 yards a game, but I felt coming in, our advantage in the run game is to the outside. Make their safeties and corners turn into tacklers. They're kids that are playing football for the first time, basketball players, good athletes on offense, but let's test them on D.
All right, here comes Taylor Thomas to add the extra point post to the left to try to make it a 7-0 Bridgeport lead. Good snap from Kyler Springer. Hold from Sam Goodwin. It all works, and the Bridgeport Indians are in to the end zone, and they are in to the lead in this football game. 4:27 remaining opening quarter. Bridgeport 7, Byrd nothing.
This is Ben Queen. It's high school football season and our student athletes are preparing for a successful fall. I hope you will join me and get out and support our local schools and every single one of their sports teams. You have no idea how much it means for our students to see their friends and family cheering them on. And while you're at it, give our cheerleaders and bands a big thumbs up as well. Whether it's on the field, on the stage, or in the classroom, make time to cheer on our students.
Paid for by friends of Ben Queen for Senate.
Well, we said this could be a big emotional turn in this game if Byrd gives up a 97-yard drive after missing an opportunity to score, and we're going to see that opportunity right here as Byrd set to get the football down 7-0.
Yeah, very good point. But a great run by Rorik. He's a much better health-wise this week than he was a week ago, and you saw it there for speed to the outside.
All right, 15-yard mark off, so Taylor Thomas will boot this one from the Byrd 45.
This might be an opportunity to maybe pooch one up in the air and maybe go down and get an extra possession instead of just booming out of the end zone and see how they play it.
Yeah, the Indians worked on onside kicks this week a lot in practice as well. And you've got a lot of beef along that front line for RCB, so guys that are linemen and not guys with hands. So we'll see how Taylor Thomas plays this one. And he's just going to boot it through the end zone for the touchback.
And now back on defense. They're going to go back to that short, quick passing game, you would think. Got to be careful here of the pump and go. They've been dumping a lot of quick in routes to the outside. They can pump that. They like to throw the deep ball to Bryce Byrd when they get the opportunity. So let's see what we do here defensively. I like how we've tackled so far in space.
All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 20-yard line. Back comes Nick George out for the second possession of the game. And George was efficient in that opening drive. Really not throwing anything longer than about 3 yards.
Other than the one, you're right.
Yep. Yeah, the one deep one that Bridgeport misplayed. 1st and 10, ball at the 20. Play clock at 7. Shotgun sidecar is Jones. Snap back. They play action to him. They dump it into the flat. It's caught by Lotsky, and Lotsky is going to be pulled forward over the 25 to the 27-yard line. It was Charlie Brazier who hit him. Now we got Tanner Hathaway injured. He's holding his right arm. And Hathaway's down, and that's not good. He's Bridgeport's second leading tackler. So he was involved in that tackle. Brazier went high on Lotsky, and then it looked like Hathaway came over to be a part of that. Bridgeport doesn't want to see any more starters go down after losing Wes Brown this week. All right, we'll be back as they check on Tanner Hathaway. Indians football coverage continues after this timeout. Brought to you all season by Pat Boyd.
I planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
Pat Boyle Funeral Home, just off of I-79 and Jane Lou.
When it comes to legal problems, the answer is not always easy. That's why you need a law firm with experience. Attorney Bob Greer of Greer Law Offices in Bridgeport has over 25 years' experience dealing with a variety of law, litigation, estate planning, wills, trust, property law, and business transactions. Put experience on your side with Greer Law Offices, Philadelphia Avenue in Bridgeport, 304-842-8090 or GreerLawOffices.com.
All right, Hathaway walking off, but again, it's arm or shoulder, or maybe a wrist, as they're stabilizing that arm as they bring him to the near sideline. Emily Urish, the Bridgeport trainer, and Jack Spatafor, Indians physical therapist, over to check on him. Again, Hathaway, one of those rising juniors that's been outstanding. His older brother, of course, A.C. Caldera, the starting quarterback for the Bridgeport Indians, and that state championship win over Wayne Pioneers at a snowy Wheeling Island Stadium. That's second down and 3. Quick throw again to Lotsky, getting him involved early, and he trips himself up with Martin closing in on him, and Lotsky's going to be short of the, matter of fact, he gains a half yard.
Yeah, double stack receivers to both sides of the field. Usually when you see that formation, it's a run, but instead they throw to Lotsky. It's a second stack near side, and good job by Bridgeport to pursue to the ball carrier, or to the receiver.
All right, they're going to take Hathaway back into the locker room.
Guys, looks like it's a shoulder on Hathaway.
Okay. Third down and 3. Long 2, short 3. Either way you want to look at it. 3:33 remaining in the opening quarter. All right, double stacked receivers to the near side. And we get a whistle, and Byrd takes another timeout.
Yeah, they like to use those. That's 2 already. We haven't got to the end of the quarter.
Yeah, of course, these don't kill you. The second half ones do, but Byrd takes them all in the second half as well. All right, timeout, 3:22 remaining in the opening quarter with the score. Bridgeport 7, RCB nothing. Indians football brought to you all season by Bridgeport Physical Therapy.
If you miss a step,
wow! Oh, ow, ow.
It hurts. So after your surgery, don't miss the very important step of physical therapy to improve range of motion, strengthen muscles, and reduce pain, among other benefits. Don't miss a step. Come see us.
Bridgeport Physical Therapy is here to help you regain your mobility and strength after surgery. Physical therapy is a necessary step to restored health that you just can't miss. Make an appointment with Bridgeport Physical Therapy, located in Bridgeport and White Oaks.
Celebrating 30 seasons of Indians radio coverage on the WKMZ Indians Radio Network.
Big down here, third down and 2 for RCB. Ball situated at the Byrd 28-yard line, 7-0, Indians on top.
I expect another quick pass here potentially. We'll see how they handle this. Double runners in the backfield now. Shotgun split backs.
Fully loaded gun with Lotsky as one of the backs. Snap to George. George throws the quick out. It's caught. Easy pitch and catch and pulled in by Bryce Byrd. Ty Martin was in coverage. Charlie Brazier makes the tackle, and Bryce Byrd signifies a Byrd first down to the 37-yard line. Getting on the play of 9 on a little quick out, and Indians giving them that one on that play. Very light, loose coverage.
The key in this short passing game, just like a run, the key is stopping them on first down, making it second and long.
All right, 2:55 remaining. Fully loaded gun. Snap back to George. Here comes pressure. Sparks fell down. Sparks got him anyway. He's going to be sacked back at the 25, but we have a marker down.
I'm afraid this might be against Sparks. Let's see.
Face mask. Sparks is telling the official, I got him by the jersey.
I didn't see the face mask either. I really didn't.
He had him by something.
Yeah.
Because Nick George, who by the way is limping, and this is going to wipe out a sack, I'm afraid.
Yep, you're right. A big play there.
Yeah, absolutely. That would have been a loss all the way back to the 27-yard line.
Incidental face mask on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
All right, ball to the 42-yard line.
I thought it got him by the pads, not the face mask.
I did too. Yep. Yeah, Sparks told the official that, but didn't win that argument. All right, 1st and 5, Byrd ball at the 42-yard line, so essentially that's about a 12-yard penalty.
Tough.
2:43, snap back to George. Here comes pressure again. The rusher is picked up on a chip block. At the last second, that was looked like that might have been Mario Galindo who was chasing, and the pass is caught long near sideline for a Byrd first down. Pulled in by Thomason, run out of bounds at the 48 of RCB, and Nick George lumbering a bit already in this game, and he's had a bad health year. Had a torn hamstring, but still played in the baseball state tournament with that injury.
And those take a while to heal, trust me.
2:37 remaining. 4 wides both ways. Snap down the line. Pass is caught by Lotsky. Indians all over him quickly, and Phil Reed pile drives him into the turf at the 49. Actually put him down at the 50 for a gain of 2 for Nathan Lotsky. So getting him involved, as you figured they would, playing against his old teammates. And I'm sure The boys in red and white are fine with that. They get a chance to greet Nathan quite often. Gain of 3, second down, 7. Lotsky's in the slot. Part of twins to the left, twins to the right. Shotgun sidecar. Here comes motion across the formation to Trips on second down, 7. Back to passes. George under trouble. Throws it, nearly intercepted. Threw it behind Phil Reed, who was ranging for the interception, and down went George. Kamar Summers and Mario Galindo slammed him down back at the 44-yard line. Brings up third down and 7. Ball situated at the Bridgeport 49-yard line. Stop it with 150.
Yeah, third and long. This is something they haven't been in too much here in this first part of the game, and see how we handle it. We can get more pressure on there, on Lotsky, or on George.
Yeah, George is going to have to hold the ball longer here, and can't run those quick outs. They got to get something past the sticks. Jones motions to the left of George. Claps his hand, take the snap. Here comes the rush. He throws it into traffic, and it's broken up. Ty Martin, Cam Haas came over and hit Cooley and separated him from the football down at the 41, and George got blown up in the backfield as well by Sparks and Galindo. It's fourth down and 7.
It was Ty Martin's second hit that really jarred that football loose. Good job by Ty Martin, really playing physical there.
All right, here comes the punt team for RCB with 1:44 remaining. Thomason is on the punt. Martin deep to receive. Fourth down and 7. Ball at the 49-yard line.
We're getting pressure on George when he has to hold the ball in the pocket longer than a few seconds, and that's key as well.
Lotsky's the snapper. Thomason standing back at the 38-yard line, and I don't think they got the play off. Or did somebody take a timeout? I think Byrd had to burn their last timeout.
Dead ball.
Nope.
Delay of game to the 12 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still fourth down.
Never got it off.
That's big there because that pushes him further back and maybe gets us a chance on a little better field position here off this punt.
Yeah, Thomason's got a nice leg, so Martin ranges under, trying to get under it at the back of the 22-yard line. Snap back to Thomason. He's a rugby-style kicker, and this one's going to be short but high. Martin calls for the fair catch, makes it at the 27, 28-yard line. And the Indians with 1:36 will have it right there with 1:36 remaining opening quarter. Bridgeport on top, 7-0.
Oh, 7 yards in the first drive, came on the ground.
First and 10, Bridgeport. Ball at the 27-yard line. Back to Brazier. 30, 35, 40. Ping-ponged around out to the 41-yard line. Gain of 14 for Charlie Brazier.
That's that wing-back trap. Instead of coming around near side, he comes back inside, up under the tackle, and runs that hard. That's why they like Charlie Brazier at the wing-back position right there.
1:20. Clock rolling in the opening quarter. First and 10. All right, 1 minute to play, first and 10. Here comes Big Phil over the 45, 50. Bryce Byrd back, he needs a block, can't get it. And Reed is down at the Byrd 30-yard line.
Great job on the right side offensive line to open up a huge hole for Reed. And the big first down run down to the 30.
They'll stop the clock with 55 seconds remaining. It will restart, and we'll get one more play, most likely here in this opening quarter of action. That play, Chris George will call for you. I'll be back in the second quarter.
First down and 10 coming up here for Bridgeport at the Byrd 30-yard line. Back in the single wing goes Bridgeport, wing off to the right. Byrd shows blitz up the middle, snap back to Reed, or back to Rory, I should say, and Rory gets by one, spins his way down inside. Give him about the 27-yard line. Minimal gain on that. Give him a carry of about 3 yards on that. Brings up second down and about 7 coming up for Bridgeport at the Byrd 27-yard line.
Chris
Byrd came out that time in an 8-2-1. He had 8 defensive linemen down. Looks like that's going to be the final play here of the first quarter.
And those 2 inside backers, Brent, were blitzing at the snap. Roy was able to spin by 1 and get 3 on the play. Into 1, we'll keep it right here, our score. Bridgeport 7 and Robert C. Byrd nothing. Bridgeport on the move as the Indians really doing a good job on the ground. Quickly, early on, Zach Rohrig, 4 carries for 73 yards and a touchdown. Phil Reed, also pretty good as well, 2 carries for 35 yards. But how about Charlie Brazier, 2 carries for 41 yards? So again, Brent, Bridgeport doing a good job on the ground against this Byrd defense.
They absolutely have. The fact is, I was looking back at last year's film and stats. Charlie Brazier ran that same situation last year, that scissors play, 6 times for 136 over at Byrd. He's having great success as well here tonight as well.
Okay, Brent, now our own Travis Jones down the field as he's being inducted into the Bridgeport Hall of Fame. Congratulations to Travis, our partner, Brent, and well-deserved for Travis for as much as he does for this community. And what people don't know, he's more than just a play-by-play guy. He does a ton of fundraising. He's involved in a lot of activities around the Bridgeport area. This is well-deserved for Travis and the rest of the inductees going into the Hall of Fame. Brent, your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. And you and I were talking about there off the air last night. Fact is, you and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Travis. And again, just what he means, 30 years doing the same thing, being that community staple. Again, kudos to Travis, and I hope he's around for another 30 more.
I do too. I really do. He will be. He's young. First down 10 for the Bridgeport Indians at the Byrd 27-yard line. Wing set to the right. Field is to the left. Short side of the field is to the right. Unbalanced right as well. Snap back to Reed. Right at the middle. Phil goes across the 25. Powers his way down near the 20-yard line before he's gang tackled there. They're going to stop his forward progress at the RCB 21-yard line. Give Phil 6 yards on that carry. And that's going to bring up third down and about 2 for Bridgeport.
Chris, they're literally covering every single gap, trying to figure it out. The danger side to it is if Bridgeport breaks through that first level, they're going to go about 22 yards to a touchdown.
Okay, Travis Jones, the voice of the Indians, is back.
All right, third down and 2. Snap back, and here is Phil. Has the first down inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line.
And while Travis takes a breath, I'm going to hand in my inhaler.
Did you tell him why I was gone, or did you say I had to go to the bathroom?
Oh, yeah, we told him.
Good.
And I wanted the listeners to know, Travis, and this is a well-deserved award. You're more than just a play-by-play announcer here at Bridgeport. Everything you do for this community, it's great. We want to wish you the best, and congratulations on this award. And like Brent said, without you, we wouldn't be here.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. All right, let's punch it in here. First and 10, ball at the 17. 7-0 Bridgeport. Inside give back to Brazier. Well defended that time by RCB, and Brazier goes down at the 16-yard line. Ty Drake first on the scene. Had McMillian also helping out, gain of a yard.
I like that freshman McMillian. I really do. He's going to be a player. He may be their starting running back in the future as well. Good, strong guy, 220 pounds, good linebacker.
This is a good drive here, guys, because it's keeping the ball away from Byrd, obviously.
Yeah, it definitely is. And that's always key. You need to finish this drive with points.
Second down, 9 from the 16-yard line, and we have a false start, or Byrd was offsides.
Were they in the neutral zone, Brent?
It looked like it. They're talking. Yes, he was.
So I thought. Looked like it from here.
Dead ball, encroachment, number 79 of the offense, lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Called it on Kamar Summers. Kevin Smith, our whiteout tonight, and we'll take it easy on him. He had a rough night last night. He's a Hokie. Virginia Tech alum.
Former Virginia Tech cheerleader.
All right, second down, 14. 10-minute mark to play until halftime.
Going to get something off the left side here to the field.
Yep, going to get it right back. Had the Bridgeport boys jump into the neutral zone on that one. Wyatt Minor and Nate Lotsky take your choice on it.
And what's ironic, you both know that they know the snap count. They know the situation, how it works.
Dead ball, offsides, number 10 of the defense. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
All right, so we'll put it right back to the 16. Make it 2nd down and 9. 9:50. Remaining until halftime. 7-0. Snap to Rohrig. Between the tackle. Tough run. He pops out the other side inside the 10. He's got it down to the 8, right near the lead stick. Might be just short. Yep, will be short by a yard. And a Byrd player loses helmet. Damon Hawkins, he'll have to come out for a play. It's 3rd down and a yard. Bridgeport most likely here going to go and try to get this yard on 2 chances if need be. All right, 3rd and 1. Brazier wing to the right. T-back is Rohrig. Fullback is Reed. It's Rohrig. It's right side. It's 1st down. It is down to the 1-yard line. No, he's in. Touchdown. Extra effort from Rohrig as he takes it off the right side and crosses over the front lip of the end zone. And Bridgeport has scored their 2nd rushing touchdown in as many tries. Rohrig rides the wave for 6. Extra point for Taylor Thomas with 8:53 remaining. We talked about the mental aspect of this game. You know, if you're RCB, you've done a lot of good things, and you look up and you're down 14-0. Nothing to show for it. All right, Taylor Thomas posts to the right to try to make it an even 14 zip with 8:53 remaining until halftime. Tyler Springer. Snap back, hold down, kick on the way from Taylor Thomas. That kick is up, and that kick is good. And Bridgeport has jumped in front of RCB, trying to win their 16th straight in this series. New score, Bridgeport 14, Byrd nothing. Back after this from Edge of Town Farm Market.
Give your kids a memory they'll never forget. Down on the farm, Edge of Town Farm Market. Take a hayride to the 2-acre corn maze. Pick a pumpkin from the pumpkin patch. Decorate for fall with hay bales, corn stalks, and mums. Country cooking is great with local grass-fed beef, apples, peppers, and tomatoes. Corn maze is open Friday noon until 6 and Saturday and Sunday from 10 until 6 through October. Edge of Town Farm Market, Route 58 in Bridgeport. Look for the sign in the big red barn. Edge of Town Farm Market.
Turn this game around. Coming up at halftime, stats, scores, and more on the quality machine, Indians at the half.
All right, Bridgeport on top, 14-0, as we play with 8:53 remaining until halftime. Travis Jones, Chris George, Brent Kimball on the sideline.
One game quickly, a future opponent and a past opponent over in the Panhandle. Musselman leads Morgantown, 2nd quarter, 14-7.
That's one to watch for sure, and if you have a rooting interest and you wear the red and white, you'd love to see Musselman win that game just to give Bridgeport an opportunity to get points from Morgantown later in the season, since you couldn't beat them in the head-to-head.
Next week's opponent, Parkersburg South, up on John Marshall, 13-3, 2nd quarter.
All right, 14-0 Tribe here. Taylor Thomas on the run-up, and he's going to boot it. The ball is going to be caught by Byrd at the 10-yard line. Bryce Byrd over the 15, out to the 20. Pulls up, runs by a defender, still on his feet at the 30, and now is going to be gang tackled at the 31. Nice return there from Byrd. Good speed to the edge. Josh Love had a crack at him, but couldn't get him down, and did force him inside and had some help there. All right, so Byrd's got to answer. 8:42 to play, 1 timeout, 14-0 Bridgeport on top.
You've got to think sooner or later they're going to try a deep ball. Although, if you do throw deep, that's got to give your quarterback time to throw it, so we'll see how they play it here.
All right, George goes with shotgun sidecar is Latrell Jones. Snap and whistle, stop the play, and we're going to have a problem for Byrd up front.
Motion, that's what I saw. Let's see what Kevin Smith sees.
He had 2 guys in motion with the penalties going to be 4.
Yep.
Dead ball, false start on the 75 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, remains 1st down.
I haven't mentioned their front line tonight. Elias Beto, who the penalty was called on, left tackle. Logan Frum's a sophomore. Left guard center's Ian Gould. Logan McCartney is the starting right guard, and Wyatt Minor, the former Bridgeport Indian. is at right tackle.
And folks, these guys go both ways. So you got to think late in the game that could be a huge factor.
All right, 1st and 15. Snap to George. Look at that. Big time hold there. And there's a pass to the far sideline. It's caught by Bryce Byrd. And was that Galindo? He just got completely pulled down right at the snap. Got tackled in front of the jersey.
Yeah, Jones pulled him down in the backfield. Galindo had a clear shot there at George, and Jones just pulled him down.
Again, we're getting edge pressure on their offensive line, Brent. And that time they had to tackle Galindo full sack.
On the offense, it's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Yeah, that ball's back at the 21. So this Byrd drive going in reverse, and the penalty bugaboo that's haunted this team all season has, unfortunately for them, come over from One Eagle Way with them tonight.
What do you guys have for 1st and 29?
Draw.
Maybe Jones will get a handoff for the first time, yeah.
All right, 1st and 30, we'll call it officially from the 11. Motion across the formation. They're going to isolate it and throw far side. Short gain as Martin gets over to Bryce Byrd. And they'll rough him up at the 14-yard line for a gain of 3. So Byrd, outside that pass that was severely underthrown by Nick George, and just a great job by Quentin Cooley to win the jump ball against Brazier. It's been check down Charlie so far for RCB. Under 8 to play until halftime. Bridgeport on top, 14-0.
85 yards so far in the air for George.
Now 2nd and 27, and they're in no hurry. The play clock is down to 9 seconds. Byrd has a timeout to use, and they're going to have to burn their final timeout here or take a 5-yard penalty. They don't have any other options. Boy, They're just completely walking around in the huddle and slow to get the play in and then slow to react once the play was sent in. So no hurry whatsoever. 7:32 until halftime. 14-0 Bridgeport. Indians football continues after this timeout on the home of the Indians.
This is Ben Queen. It's high school football season, and our student athletes are preparing for a successful fall. I hope you will join me. This is Ben Queen. It's high school football season, and our student athletes are preparing for a successful fall. I hope you will join me and get out and support our local schools and every single one of their sports teams. You have no idea how much it means for our students to see their friends and family cheering them on. And while you're at it, give our cheerleaders and bands a big thumbs up as well. Whether it's on the field, on the stage, or in the classroom, make time to cheer on our students.
Paid for by friends of Ben Queen for Senate.
All right, welcome back to Wayne Jamison Field. Indians in control thus far. 7:32 remaining until halftime. 14-0. Bridgeport in the lead. All right, Byrd has to get to the 41 for a first down. We're out of timeouts. Snap back to George. Straight drop. He's being chased, and he's just going to sail it far sideline. Had a receiver there. Hunter Jackson made a play on the ball, but I'm not so sure that Nick George just wasn't trying to throw that one into the sideline area.
Yeah, Bo Ford all over George as he got rid of that football.
That brings up 3rd down and 27. And, the good news for Bridgeport is Byrd, a lot of incompletions here, a lot of clock stoppages, and the timeout, of course. So you got plenty of time to get the ball back and further the damage.
Might see a screen here to try to get some yardage for their punter or try to break a long one.
Shotgun sidecar is Jones. Snap is back. George is drop pedaling. He is in trouble. He's running forward. He's hit from behind and sacked by Kamar Summers. Slams him down at the 15-yard line. I don't know what piece of equipment from Nick George went about 10 feet in the air when he got slammed down.
It was Kamar Summers' glove as he was springing him down to the turf.
All right, the Indians get the sack at the 15-yard line, and on comes the punt team. George was patient in the pocket and that was not a pocket you could be patient in. He completely lost sight of the blind side. Thomason is on the punt, standing back at the 3-yard line. Ty Martin deep to receive at the 46. Play clock's at 5. Snap is back. Thomason boots it out of there, kicks it away from Ty Martin. Non-returnable. It's going to take a slight bird bounce and settle at the 46-yard line of RCB. So the Indians will have it with 6:32 in which to work. Bridgeport has all 3 of their timeouts and a 14-0 lead. Guys, you can just get the feeling this team is enjoying playing defense tonight.
Well, you get a lot of confidence after that win over Fairmont Senior. The defense is what held that game and won it for the Indians late, and that's carrying over to tonight.
Yep, flying around, getting after the quarterback. 1st and 10, ball on the Byrd 46-yard line. Toss out, coming to Roar, needs a block, and gets it from Kamar Summers, 40. Steps on the gas, 35, and run down at the Byrd 34-yard line, but that'll be a gain of 12 for Zach Rohrig and a Bridgeport first down, chased out of bounds by the sophomore Latrell Jones.
Good cutback here by Rohrig. He wanted to try to bounce that even further outside to get up the near sideline, take it in, but he saw that there were players there, so he cut it back up inside and did a good job getting what he did, and a great power run for the first down.
All right, 6-minute mark remaining until halftime. Bridgeport leading 14-0. But looking for more, and the Indians will get the ball to start the third quarter as well. Waiting right is Martin.
Rohrig over 100 yards, 101 right now.
This time it's Ty with the run. Ty puts his shoulder down, and if he bounced it outside, that's some green grass, but he gets down to the 30 for 4, 2nd down and 6. And Martin has not seen much of the football here in the last couple of weeks because you've been in grinders. Now 30 carries, 31 now, 272 yards and 4 touchdowns on the season. All right, 2nd down, 6, 5:15 remaining. Here's Phil Reed up the middle. Ty Drake guessed right on the run blitz and jumps on Reed's back and rides him down at the 29-yard line, but it will give Bridgeport a manageable 3rd down and about 5. Again, 2-down territory here for sure. Chris, what are they doing defensively in comparison to what we saw last week for the Morgantown game?
Very similar, and that time they brought Drake, and he was one of the 2 linebackers, just brought him to the gap on the run blitz.
3rd down and 5. Give to Brazier, great blocking, there goes Charlie, 20, breaks a tackle, has it to the 15, to the 10, Drake chases him down at the 8-yard line.
You told me before the game, Travis, that Charlie Brazier, according to the coaching staff, is as healthy as he's been all year, and he showed it right there on that run.
Yeah, great run from Brazier, and he will have it 1st and goal, ball at the 8-yard line. Has been battling with a back injury, lower back, and then tweaked an ankle. Limped around last week against Fairmont Senior. Looked very healthy, or has in this first half. He limps a little bit back to the huddle. 15 on the huddle clock.
63 yards for Brazier on only 4 carries.
1st and goal, ball at the 8-yard line. Indians trying to score for the 3rd time in the first 3 drives of this game. Miscommunication there. They tried to hand it off to Brazier, and that handoff never happened. And it looks like the Indians did get back on it at the 12-yard line. Rohrig tried to stick into his belly, but it was a bad mesh point. And it looks like the Indians are at the bottom of the pile, or are they? No, Bird's got it. And there was no reaction whatsoever from Bridgeport, and Byrd comes off the bottom of the pile with the football, so Bridgeport gets turned away with 3:41 remaining until halftime.
Brent, I wasn't able to see it with all the congestion. What did you see down there?
Well, I saw Phil Reed and Zach Rohrig blow each other up. I'm not sure if there was confusion there, and that's what caused the mesh point to be off. But I thought Rohrig got back on that ball, but unfortunately Byrd found their way at the bottom of the pile.
It's been one issue for Bridgeport this season. That's the 9th fumble, 5th lost, and the Indians are +0 in giveaway takeaway. All right, George, see if they can do something with it. He is in trouble, in the pocket, now running far sideline, throws it up the seam. It's caught by Thomason, and he'll boogie out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 14 and an RCB first down.
Yeah, good job by George to avoid a would-be sack, and he's able to keep the play alive for the first down.
Well, now you got to play defense. And if you can get him into a second or third here, you can take your timeouts. You've got 3 and try to get your offense the ball back. Motion across the formation. They're going to hand it to Thomason. Thomason trying to get around the edge, and he's going to be ridden down hard by Phil Reed. Hit him right in the gut and drove him at the 27-yard line for a gain of a yard for Braden Thomason. Clock at 2:55. So Byrd can get this down to about 2:20-ish before they have to run another play. And I suspect Bridgeport will take a timeout if they don't pick up a first down.
And Byrd, no hurry here. Just huddling up and taking their time.
Then Bridgeport gets the ball to start the third quarter. Bryce Byrd to the short side of the field, trips wide. Play clock at 5. George, play action, throws it quickly. It's caught by Lotsky, and Lotsky's going to be running to the bench area by Ty Martin, but it'll be a Byrd first down to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, a little too much cushion that time on the far side. I don't know if it was a mix-up in coverage or not, but they get to catch and run for the first down.
A gain of 10, so now you change your line of thinking here. That's still early, 2:16, and they ran out of bounds, so that got a clock stoppage here. See how this unfolds. Cooley is in, and he's stacked with Lotsky. Snap back to George. Up the middle comes Bo Ford, and George throws it. It's incomplete. Lotsky dropped it at the 49-yard line. Came in a little bit high, but certainly catchable. Second down and 10.
I'll tell you what, Bo Ford's done himself a pretty good job up front of that defensive line, getting after the quarterback. He was right there again for almost another sack.
And you get a clock stoppage and a second down. 2:10 left. Bridgeport's got all 3 timeouts remaining. Second down and 10. Snap is back. George throws in the hole. Diving catch made. Nope, incomplete. Cooley tried to scoop it off the turf.
He trapped it.
Incomplete at the 43-yard line, and that stops the clock again. With 2:06, third down and 10.
Big play here. If you're Bridgeport, you want to stop and get the football back for a chance to score before halftime. For Byrd, they want to keep this drive going. So good job there defensively. Let's rally up here and make a stop here, 3rd and 10.
14-0, Bridgeport on top as we close in on halftime. 2:06 remaining.
See if Aiden Sparks can get his sack back here from earlier.
George whispers to Latrell Jones. Takes the snap. A little dump off to Jones. Jones at the 40. Good job by Cale Colasurto. Closes in and stops his momentum at the 40. They'll wind the clock. And now they stop it with 1:59. I think they wanted to wind it at the 41-yard line. Yep, they will wind it. Bridgeport will have to take a timeout here. And they will. They'll burn their first with 1:54.
The half.
All right, first time out for the Indians, so Byrd will have to punt it back with 1:54 to play.
Well, he whispered in his ear, I'm going to throw the ball to you.
Yeah, do something.
Well, you see Byrd's game plan we talked about. At least I thought they would come out with a short, quick passing game, and they are. They're trying to stretch this horizontally, and what that'll try to do later in the game is kind of stretch this vertically. They haven't tested this vertically yet because they haven't had time to throw the deep ball. So credit our defense there, but we're doing a good job of tackling the football in open space. And that's why the score is 14-0.
Chris, I was just going to add to the fact that, just like you said, fact is we've gotten great pressure on George there from Bo Ford, from Aiden Sparks, from Kamar Summers. That front is absolutely playing lights out here so far.
Yeah, how about Bo Ford? I mean, here's a young man that's playing mainly. I mean, he's played a lot on defense this year, but he's playing for West Brown tonight.
Yeah, Mario Galindo as well.
Yeah.
Has drawn a holding penalty. Yeah, and to your point, Chris, you know, unlike last week, you know, Bridgeport's tackling was a little hit or miss.
Yeah.
You know, tonight it's been very sharp.
Be careful here. You just never know what they'll do here.
Now 4th and 7. Thomason, again, a rugby-style punter, and he's going to step into this one. It will be not returned. Kicked it away from Ty Martin, so they definitely are worried about Ty here. And the ball is going to go dead at the 17-yard line. So you got 2 timeouts, but just 1:41 in which to work.
And you got a kicker that's good from 40 plus and in. So keep that in mind. But I know we'd like to have 6. And who knows, we may be getting a big play. We've come very close to breaking a couple big runs tonight. And again, I said before the game started, the key is getting into their secondary, making them tackle, which I think is an advantage for us.
Of course, had the 59-yard run from Rohrg. Longest play from scrimmage tonight for either team. 1st and 10, ball at the 17-yard line.
10-man box.
141. Up the middle, here comes Phil. Breaks 1 tackle, can't get off the second one. He's down at the 25-yard line. So the Indians are going to have to hurry up. Didn't get the first down, got 7 yards. Tackled by Drake and Bryce Byrd. Got Braylon Hilliard out there as well. I'll talk about him in a moment. Here's a handoff going to Charlie Brazier, and Charlie will have the first down. Pushes the pile out to the 28. Now it'll get a clock stoppage here with 1:13, making 1:12 to play. So move the sticks. The Indians pick up the first down. Hilliard was in the mix at running back, but he's been out since the first game, so this is his first game back, and they're playing him, looks like, one way tonight. 1st and 10 from the 30. Snap, and here's a run. Rohrg trying to get to the sideline to get out of bounds. He's going to be down at the 31-yard line, and that's the aforementioned Hilliard who made the stop. All right, gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9. 56 seconds now, so your options are starting to become a little more limited. Indians have not attempted a pass yet tonight.
Didn't get a block there from one of our backs out in front blocking, and that's why the play only resulted in a 2-yard carry.
And again, Bridgeport will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter play. Coming up, Quality Machine Indians at the half. We'll get you all the scores, stats, and more. And what has been a interesting, not surprising, first half between these 2 old rivals. I think you can call them old now. 31 meetings, not quite 31 years, but
Collars.
I think 25, 26 years.
Collar Springer working down there on his long snaps right now with the holder and kicker.
Yeah, would love to give Taylor Thomas a crack. Of course, he was the hero last week, 37-yard game winner. Defense did their part, and the field goal with just over 2 minutes to play held up. But before we start thinking that, we've got a lot of real estate here to cover. Byrd trying to locate who the receivers might be here. If Bridgeport passes, the backers are pointing people out. 2nd down and 9. Snap and Rohrg right up the middle, and he'll run it out to the 34-yard line. And the Indians only have a timeout left, 47 seconds, and the clock is winding. So they hurriedly get up on the ball. Again, Byrd can't stop it. They're out of timeouts. Snap, Rohrg, right side. Here he goes. 45, 50, 45 of Byrd. Bryce Byrd runs him into the bench area. They'll step him out at the 36. Yes, 36-yard line with 32 seconds. You still got the timeout. All right, so that is what you needed. The field flipper. From here, you're looking at a 52-ish yard field goal, so you need some more. I think you're comfortable with Taylor. Probably 45 and in.
Yeah, 45 and in at this juncture.
Yep, so you need at least maybe 7, 8, 9 yards there. 32 seconds. Snap. Toss out. Rohrg. 35. Shoulder down 30. 28-yard line. Clock will stop to reset the sticks. Stop the clock. Oh, he didn't get the first down. My bad. 2 seconds. Coming off the clock, and we get a flag, and the Indians weren't set when they spiked the football with 17. So it's going to cost you 5.
Dead ball, snap infraction on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
All right, back to the 34. So this is a 50-yard field goal from here. Now they wind the clock. Reed up the middle. Reed down to the 27, and Bridgeport, I think, is going to run it down, take their timeout, set up for the field goal here. So it's going to get you inside a 45-yard attempt. So that's the last timeout, but it doesn't matter now with 2.3 to play. Phil picked up handful on that run.
7.
Okay. All right, so it is going to be about a 45-yard attempt for Taylor Thomas.
And it's on the near side hash where he likes it. Same hash where he got the game winner from 37 yards a week ago.
Taylor Thomas on the season, now 1 of 3. Career long of 39, that coming last week. But we saw at Morgantown, he attempted field goals in this range. He got the leg, just couldn't split the pipes. But tonight's a new night. It's a cool night, so kickers like that. Kyler Springer will come on to snap it back. Sam Goodwin will hold it. Indians will flip-flop Mario Galindo for Brock Vincent. All right, this is officially a 45-yard attempt. Plenty of time here. 15 on the huddle clock with a left-footed kicker, Taylor Thomas. Good snap. Kick is on the way. Thomas gets killed, and that's going to bring a marker out. And Thomas will get to try it again.
I hope he's okay. He got hit hard.
Yeah, he got murdered after that kick. And now the question is it running into or roughing?
It's got to be roughing.
Running into the kicker, number 1 of the defense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Play results in a first down. We'll have 1 untimed down remaining in the half.
All right, so we'll get to try it again. The kick had the leg. It went wide left, but it was understandable. Taylor Thomas's leg nearly got taken off. And again, the rule is if you run into the kicking leg, it's running. If you hit the plant leg, it's roughing.
Now, they've modified that here recently, too.
Yeah, it's trickled down to the high school level. So now a 40-yard attempt. Let's see, 29. We'll call it a 39-yard attempt. No, he's going to back it up. Yeah, make it his career long. Why
there
not?
You go. 40. Yeah.
All right, 40-yard attempt at the post to the right. Let's do it again. Snap back, hold down. This kick is low and nearly blocked. So Taylor Thomas unable to connect, and RCB dodges a bullet and will go to the locker room. 14-0. Bridgeport lead. So the Indians come up empty in their last 2 drives on a fumble and then a Taylor Thomas missed field goal. Checking downstairs with Brent.
Coach Ferris, 14-0 at half. Ball control has been the name of the game. What's your message going in here at halftime?
Just keep getting lower. We want to win the physical battle. Like I said, we're a second-half team. Conditioning is going to come into play here. Just want to keep going, getting lower, keep driving, keep winning battles.
Coach, good in the second half.
Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Brent. Appreciate you. Halftime here. Quality Machine Indians at the half kicks off. Bridgeport leading 14-0 against RCB. Back after this on the home of the Indians.
At Quality Machine Company of Bridgeport, we solve problems. We're your local provider for welding, custom fabrication, machining, structural steel sales, and all types of heavy equipment and industrial repairs. Whether your business is coal, oil and gas, construction, excavating, timber, or manufacturing, Quality Machine has a solution for you and your team. We're just a few miles east of Bridgeport on Route 50. Quality Machine, if man made it, quality can fix it. QualityMachineInc.com.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
Pat Boyle Funeral Home, just off of I-79 and Jane Lou.
Do you see yourself traveling, working part-time, or moving somewhere warmer when you retire? Hi, I'm Aaron Mann, your Bridgeport Edward Jones financial advisor, and I want to help make your retirement goals a reality. Let's talk about where you are, where you want to be, and how we get you there. Together, we can plan for the expected and make sure you're ready for the unexpected. Call me, Aaron Mann, at 842-5953, or visit us at edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Oh my gosh, dear, I can't remember if I took my medicine.
No surprise there. Our anniversary was last week.
Oh.
Let's go to Community Pharmacy. They take the guesswork out of taking your meds.
Forgetting anniversaries? Sorry, but Community Pharmacy does offer medication packaging that organizes your meds into morning, noon, and evening, plus free local delivery and a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and rentals. Your locally owned and trusted hometown pharmacy, Community Pharmacy, Johnson Avenue in Bridgeport. No long lines, and we know your name.
We are all dealing with it. Prices are going up. Whether it is the grocery store or the gas pumps, our budgets are stretched and no one seems to care. We do at the Marquette Insurance Agency. With multiple industry-leading companies like Nationwide and Progressive to choose from, we'll find you the right insurance deal for you to create some room in your budget. You can find us in Bridgeport or Philippi. Marquette, the insurance agency you keep.
Pizza's here.
Ah, the perfect food delivered. As tasty as it is convenient.
Very true. Plate?
Thank you. Oh, wow. This is better than usual.
That's why I didn't order the usual.
What was wrong with the usual?
Nothing. Till I tasted this.
My taste buds agree.
Just wait till we go there.
East of Chicago Pizza. One bite and you'll taste the difference. Open every day for delivery, curbside, or dine-in. Order online at eastofchicagopizza.com or call 304-592-2550.
Exclusive radio coverage of the Bridgeport Indians continues now with the Quality Machine Indians at the half.
Let's go, fellas. You're never going to get this thing back. You're never going to get this thing back.
Here again is Travis Jones.
Halftime, Wayne Jamison Field in the Bird game, 14-0. Bridgeport leading RCB at the break. Travis, Brent, and Chris back here with you at Wayne Jamison Field tonight. And Chris, a good performance in the first half of Bridgeport. I don't know, this game just kind of has kind of a weird feel to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And Byrd got the football first in that short passing game. They were able to run the clock with it. And they kind of did what we do with the football, running it. They did it by passing it. And they kind of ran some time off by doing it. They gained points, but they really controlled the clock from their aspect in the first half. Offensive for us, one big play on the 59-yard touchdown run. We ran the ball well. That fumble hurts. We had a chance to score to go up 21-0. The fumble hurt on that miscommunication play in the backfield, and that was at their 20 or 15-yard line thereabouts where the fumble happened. And then we had a chance to get points at the end of the half, couldn't do so. Had a penalty there. It didn't block the ball, didn't block up front really well like we have, and I think that's why Tyler mentioned at halftime we need to get lower, and I think that they'll talk about that there. But I really think the advantage in the second half does go to Bridgeport. They're going to wear out this Byrd team in the second half. Bird's playing virtually everybody on both sides of the football, and I think that's going to play a factor in the second half.
All right, 14-0 halftime. Chris, check scores, and we come back on the Quality Machine Indians at the half after this timeout.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Shinston Ace Hardware, your local hardware specialist on South Pike Street in Shinston, has you covered. Whether you need a key cut, a nut, a bolt, or your propane tank filled, Shinston Hardware has all your hardware needs. You need paint? They got you covered with thousands of colors from Benjamin Moore Paints. Shinston Ace Hardware also has your outdoor needs covered as well. They are your premier steel dealer in Harrison County. Shinston Ace Hardware, South Pike Street in Shinston.
Bella, this a pizza. It's just like my mama used to make.
Your mom's from Wisconsin.
But this a pizza. It's just like any other country.
Okay, honey.
And the oven, it's a coal-fired, so the crust is baked to perfection.
All right, that's enough.
Mia Margherita coal-fired pizza brings out your inner Italian, whether you have one or not. Order online at miamargherita.com. Eat-in or delivery available. Check out the most authentic pizza in town at Mia Margherita Pizza.
Coming to Morgantown this fall to watch the Mountaineers? Make Bridgeport your home base for every Mountaineer game. Just down I-79 from Morgantown, Bridgeport has an abundance of convenient lodging, fabulous local dining, and shopping options. Bridgeport is the perfect spot to make game day a part of a fun and memorable weekend getaway. Learn more about all there is to do at greater-bridgeport.com. That's greater-bridgeport.com.
Download the brand new Bridgeport Sports app. Get schedules, live streaming audio, and more right on your phone or portable device. Free in the App Store and powered by Cooper Law Office of Bridgeport.
Things can happen fast after an accident that can affect your claim against an at-fault driver and your rights to insurance benefits. The lawyers at Cooper Law Office can help you with your accident-related damage and injury claims and can help to make sure that all your rights are protected along the way. Call Cooper Law Offices as soon as possible after your accident at 304-842-0505. If you hire Cooper Law Offices, you can rest assured your claim is preserved and your rights are protected. Cooper Law Offices, legal advice for accident victims. CooperLawWV.com.
At Bridgeport Express Care, your health is our priority. Bridgeport Express Care strives on offering the highest quality, affordable health care in the area. Bridgeport Express Care services include urgent care, family medicine, sports medicine, and occupational medicine, along with your basic wellness and health prevention to keep you and your whole family healthy and strong. For an appointment, stop by our facility located on Johnson Avenue in Bridgeport or call 304-842-3330 or online at bridgeportexpresscare.com.
Whether
It's now time to take a look at the Metro News scoreboard on this Friday night, and some big games across the state of West Virginia in AAA. Number one team in the state, the Parkersburg South Patriots, lead John Marshall in the second quarter 27-3. That's who we play next week, is Parkersburg South. Class AAA game of the week at the half, a good one. Number 6 Musselman leads number 2 Morgantown 14-7. Number 3 Spring Valley up on Riverside 12-0 in the second quarter. Princeton up on Lord Botetourt, Virginia 14-0 in the second period. Martinsburg all over Hedgesville second quarter 42-6. Other scores in AAA. Steubenville, Ohio, the Big Red, always a powerhouse. They're 5-0 this year. They lead number 9 Willing Park in the second quarter 28-14. Huntington over Capital first quarter 14-7. Beckley Woodrow Wilson leads Lincoln County 28-0 in the second quarter. Cabell Midland at the half leads Parkersburg 17-3. George Washington likewise at the half leads South Charleston 14-0. And one other score in AAA at first quarter score, East Fairmont and Preston tied at 14 apiece. Now in Class AA, number one team in the state, North Marion Huskies, leads Lincoln here in the second quarter. Bit of a surprise, not that they're leading, but they're up 27-0. Also in AA, number 4 Independence all over Westside, 40-0 in the second quarter. Also in the second quarter, number 5 Scott leads number 9 Chapmanville 7-0. Winfield over Logan 14-0 at the half. Second quarter up in Fairmont, number 7 Fairmont Senior leads University 14-7 in the second period of play. Kaiser over Hampshire in the second quarter 20-0. Philip Barber over Elkins at the half 28-0. Grafton over Liberty Harrison second quarter. Bearcats looking for their first win of the year. They're up on Liberty 13-0. Now single A scoreboard. Early Virginia leads number 2 Tug Valley at the half 8-7. Number 3 Williamstown 47, Marietta, Ohio 0 at the half. Number 6 Doddridge County leads Ritchie County 13-0 in the second quarter. Greenbrier West, which hasn't allowed a point all year, leads Meadow Bridge second quarter 28-0. Likewise, Petersburg leads Moorfield at the half 20-0. Tucker County leads Berkeley Springs second quarter 26-0. Cameron at the half leads Tyler Consolidated 21-0. Clay Battelle all over Tigers Valley at the half 42-0. And one more score for you in single A. South Harrison at the half leads Gilmer County 28-6.
This is the Metro News High School Football Report. Here's Fred Persinger.
Without question, consistency is a key to being successful. Coming up, we'll talk with the head coach of a team that is consistently in the top 8 of Class AAA football. But first, let's hear this from ZL Architects and Engineers, at the forefront of school design in West Virginia. Online at zlmelm.com.
As West Virginians, we are proud of the natural beauty of the Mountain State. And at ZMM Architects and Engineers, our goal is to provide design solutions that give people that same pride in our built environment. That commitment to quality can be seen in educational facilities throughout the state, from Edgewood Elementary School to Huntington East Middle School, and at the expanded Wood County Technical Center. ZMM Architects and Engineers, you see us in your community every day.
If you want to talk about consistency, think of this. The Bridgeport Indians have not had a losing season in football since 1967. That's 55 years of winning football. And second-year head coach Tyler Ferris is continuing those winning ways. Since taking over the program, Coach Ferris has won 15 and lost just 2. Not having played since last Thursday, we asked the head man what his team has been working on.
We've really just been trying to focus on ourselves. We haven't had too much of an opportunity to really have the kids in the same positions that they've been in because of injuries for multiple weeks. So it's been nice to get a little healthy here. get rid of some of those little bruises and really focus on us and see what our deficiencies are and where we can get better.
The Indians are currently 3-1, with the only loss coming to undefeated Morgantown by just 4 points. Tonight, Bridgeport will welcome Robert C. Byrd's Flying Eagles, and Coach Ferris gives us a quick scouting report.
They're a spread team. They've got some bigger sized kids. They like to throw the ball around a lot. Obviously, we haven't seen a ton of that. Fairmont helps us get ready, but they're going to throw it more than any team that we've seen this year. Like I said, they do have some decent size on the outside, so our kids are going to have to play well. We're going to have to get the ball out of quarterback's hands quickly. Defensively, that size that they have inside, I'm sure they're going to try to force the ball to the edges. So we just got to be prepared. We got to, if we take care of the ball and we worry about us, we're excited to see the outcome.
Tonight, it's 2-2. Robert C. Byrd making the short trip to Bridgeport to take on the 3-1 Indians. Kick from Wayne Jamison Field is set for 7.
This has been the High School Football Report with Fred Persinger on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia. This is the Gold and Blue Report on Metro News.
Black Diamond domination. We'll talk about that in a moment.
Metro News is the voice of high school sports in West Virginia. We're there from the sweat-soaked high school gyms to the bright lights of the Charleston Civic Center and the state tournaments. We're with the fans under the lights on Friday nights during football season and at Wheeling Island Stadium for the Super Six. We're at the dusty baseball fields and at Appalachian Power Park for the state championships. From the Metro News Power Index to the high school sports line, your home for the best coverage of high school sports is Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
What you need to know today is just a click away. WVMetroNews.com has the latest statewide news stories from the capital city to your hometown. Follow your favorite sports teams from high school to the pros. Hunting and fishing information is always on the outdoors page. And never miss your favorite Metro News program with live streams and archived episodes. Wherever you are in the Mountain State, the information you need is at WVMetroNews.com.
WVU pounded Virginia Tech 31-10 in Blacksburg Thursday night, as summed up by Mountaineer coach Neil Brown.
Great win for us. It was a complete win. Felt great about our preparation coming in, and this is one of the toughest venues to come in and play. But I've really felt good. This is something that we've been thinking about for a long time once this was going to be a Thursday night game on a short week. I thought we played fast tonight. We were really physical. So that's how we play defense here. We had an aberration a couple weeks ago against Kansas. Credit to them. We look at 35 yards rushing. I thought our D-line was really dominant in the game. 2 of 12 on 3rd and 4th downs. Offensively, we controlled the game. Offensively, in the first half, I knew we were close. We were really close on a couple touchdowns. We had to settle for a field goal. I thought the drive before half was big. A lot of credit to the O-line because they can rush the passer. I thought they gave us time. And then JT and Sam James made a great play there at the end. We're balanced, and when I say control the game, we had the ball for 38 minutes. We ran for over 200, passed for over 200. And then special teams, our specialists did a really good job. Casey Legg was perfect on the night. Oliver got one punt off that we didn't protect very well. Credit to him. And I thought we affected their punter. And then Parker Grotehouse, I thought he really kicked the ball off well. And our kickoff team was much improved like I expected them.
WVU beats Virginia Tech for the second consecutive season to secure possession of the Black Diamond Trophy. With the Gold and Blue Report, I'm Kyle Wiggs, Metro News Sports.
If you miss a step, it hurts. So after your surgery, don't miss the very important step of physical therapy to improve range of motion, strengthen muscles, and reduce pain, among other benefits. Don't miss a step. Come see us.
Bridgeport Physical Therapy is here to help you regain your mobility and strength after surgery. Physical therapy is a necessary step to restored health that you just can't miss. Make an appointment with Bridgeport Physical Therapy, located in Bridgeport and White Oaks.
When it comes to legal problems, the answer is not always easy. That's why you need a law firm with experience. Attorney Bob Greer of Greer Law Offices in Bridgeport has over 25 years experience dealing with a variety of law, litigation, estate planning, wills, trust, property law, and business transactions. Put experience on your side with Greer Law Offices, Philadelphia Avenue in Bridgeport, 304-842-8090 or GreerLawOffices.com.
Game day got you on the go? We get it. GoMart is here to keep you going all season long with stores throughout our home state. We're a proud West Virginia-owned company, and our friendly staff is committed to serving our communities. From fuel to freshly brewed coffee and snacks, a stop at GoMart to cover your game day needs is always a touchdown. Plus, GoMart Rewards members earn points with each purchase to redeem for discounts on gas and free items. So stop by, start saving, and stay on the go with GoMart.
Follow the Indians online, live and archived games, highlights, schedules, rosters, stats, and much more at BridgeportIndiansFootball.com or download the Bridgeport Indians radio app powered by Cooper Law Office.
Looking for a place to grab lunch or dinner? Or how about hang with friends or even watch the big game? Head to Brickside Bar and Grill in Bridgeport, where the locals hang out. Brickside offers a full menu and bar, daily food and drink specials, outdoor patio along with weekend entertainment, and don't miss bingo every Sunday from 3 to 5. Brickside also offers a private banquet room for private parties. For more information, call 848-2094 or online at BricksideBarandGrill.com.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is State Farm. Here's the deal. State Farm agent Chad Reppert is your go-to agent in Bridgeport for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop shopping around. State Farm agent Chad Reppert has you covered. Call 304-381-3276 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individuals' premiums will vary by customers. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
They're not just roads you drive on, or the smooth paths your family rides bikes on, or the highways that take you across this great nation. At J.F. Allen, they're not just asphalt. They're the framework that connects neighborhoods to cities, that bring us together and make us stronger. With unmatched services, materials, and supplies, the J.F. Allen team is the best in the industry. For all your paving needs, call J.F. Allen at 304-472-8890 or go to jfallenco.com.
Celebrating 30 seasons of Indians radio coverage on the WKMZ Indians Radio Network.
All right, halftime as Bridgeport comes out of the locker room. Third quarter coming up in just a couple of minutes. Other sports on campus update. Let's get you up to date what's gone on this past week. Freshman football beat Morgantown up at Pony Lewis 32-20. They'll host Parkersburg here at Wayne Jamison Field this Wednesday night. JV shut out Fairmont Senior 49-0 this week. They're unbeaten on the season. They'll host Musselman coming up on Monday at 6 o'clock here at the Wayne. Girls soccer tied Philip Barber 1-1. Boys also tied Philip Barber 2-2. Girls soccer team will play number 1 Charleston Catholic in Charleston tomorrow morning. Big Ten golf title went to the Bridgeport Indians, so congratulations to the Indians golf team and on their outstanding performance. Fred Wilhelm, their head coach, on the Big Ten title, and volleyball will head to Huntington coming up in the morning. Varsity football has a 14-0 lead, and we've got the second half coming your way after this timeout on the home of the Indians.
Why shop the rest when you could buy from the best? You already know the most reliable parts for your car, truck, SUV, or heavy-duty needs are at Napa. You already know the friendly, knowledgeable parts professionals are at Napa. So that leaves one question. Why are you not at Napa? Shop your locally owned, nationally known Napa store today. Qualified parts, helpful people. That's the Napa know-how.
To find a Napa location near you, visit mtowernapa.com.
Pizza's here.
Ah, the perfect food delivered. As tasty as it is convenient.
Very true. Plate?
Thank you. Oh, wow. This is better than usual.
That's why I didn't order the usual.
What was wrong with the usual?
Nothing. Till I tasted this.
My taste buds agree.
Just wait till we go there.
East of Chicago Pizza. One bite and you'll taste the difference. Open every day for delivery, curbside, or dine-in. Order online at eastofchicagopizza.com or call 304-592-2550.
This is Ben Queen. It's high school football season and our student athletes are preparing for a successful fall. I hope you will join me and get out and support our local schools and every single one of their sports teams. You have no idea how much it means for our students to see their friends and family cheering them on. And while you're at it, give our cheerleaders and bands a big thumbs up as well. Whether it's on the field, on the stage, or in the classroom, make time to cheer on our students.
Paid for by friends of Ben Queen for Senate.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Ed Amon. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, let's work together and help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek. It's a new beginning. Stop by our office at 110 State Street in Bridgeport or call at 304-842-0014. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
The Bridgeport Indians on 103.3 WKMZ.
Quality Machine of Bridgeport has brought to you the Indians at the half. Now back to the Gomart broadcast booth. Go for good times, go for Gomart. Here again is Travis Jones.
Hi, Chris George, Brent Kemble alongside. We are just about ready for the start of quarter number 3. Again, Bridgeport will get the ball off the strength of Byrd winning the toss, taking the football to start the first half, and it was a good-looking drive for RCB. Kickoff return down to the Bridgeport 47, but it stalled out at the 3. Indians went on a 97-yard drive and really turned the tide of this game.
And that's one thing at least I forgot to mention, was the big goal line stand down there by our defense. That really set the stage for that first half, and really would like to cash in on that one try where we fumbled inside the 15-yard line. We would have had at least a 3-touchdown advantage, but our defense has done a great job really picking up momentum that they had from a week ago.
I guess the thing I'm going to add to it is, and I'm kind of shocked at this, I feel like Robert C. Byrd is trying not to lose as opposed to trying to win. Really no aggression there in the second half, which played to our advantage, allowed us to have the potential to score there had we not fumbled the ball. I look for the conditioning to be the big storyline there in the second half.
Yeah, no urgency from Byrd really in that midway point of the second quarter on.
It shows on film. It showed on film in their first few games as well. They just I don't know, it's a very good point. And they're going to have to do some of that, but they know that they can't hold up long with the pocket, and Bridgeport's done a great job getting after the quarterback. Their offense is that short passing game. They've just bailed on the run game. They know, hey, we can't run it, we're not going to try. And that Bridgeport defense continues to do a good job. They got to keep doing the same job, rally up and tackle the football here in the second half.
All right, well, the captains go out. Chris, what did those first half numbers look like individually?
Well, Rory's done a great job. 11 carries, 2 touchdowns on the ground, 144 yards rushing. That's pretty good. Phil Reed, 61 yards on 7 carries. Charlie Brazier, how about these stats? 4 carries for 67 yards. And Ty Martin had the 1 carry for 4 yards. For RCB, Nick George has thrown for 108 yards in the first half. They virtually have not much on the ground. How about this? On the ground tonight, negative yards rushing.
Yeah, not many attempts either, right? Nick George
had the 5, and then Latrell Jones had 1, and Thomason had 1.
I guess the only negative of that first half, Tanner Hathaway, we haven't mentioned him, went out with a shoulder injury. And Brent, haven't seen him in the stadium area since then, right?
No, correct. Word here at halftime is that Tanner is done for the night. Shoulder issue. He's getting it checked out right now, and hopefully we'll have some more information on that later in the game or early next week.
All right, sounds good. All right, Byrd ready to kick off. Indians' first crack at a kickoff return in this game. Thomason will do the kickoff duties. And they're going to put Josh Jackson back. So it had been Josh Love. But let me see, looking out there. Yeah, Bridgeport's got a little different alignment here. I think they're anticipating a sky kick or a short kick, because you've got the hands team on the second line, including Cale Colacerto. Also near side is Josh Love. And John Bender is in the center of the field. Here comes Thomason on the run-up, and it is going to be a sky kick coming near sideline. Ty's going to field it at the 15, out to the 20, 25, 30, breaks a tackle, sidesteps another over the 35, and will be wrangled right at the 35-yard line with an injured Byrd player. Drake made the tackle, and Bryce Byrd is slow to get up, as he went down on that kick coverage and tackle attempt, and I think he may have gotten hit south of the border. So Byrd will come out, and who's this guy limping on? They got a guy who can barely walk that's coming out to play defense. That's Rylan Rock. They'll probably, well, no, they didn't tell him to come out. I mean, Rock can barely put any weight on his left leg, and he's going to stay out there and play defensive end.
Yeah, they're not deep on defense, and this shows right here.
All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 35-yard line.
6-3 front.
All right, what's the holdup? We ready? Back judge standing over the ball, not sure why. But now we're ready, 1st and 10. Ball at the 35-yard line. Here comes Rohrig up the middle. And a hard-charging 6-yard run for Rohrig, and Latrell Jones making the tackle for Bridgeport. 2nd down and 4. Ball at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, Rohrig really running hard tonight, and he's a lot more healthier than he was a week ago.
Yeah, you can tell he's got a little more oomph on those in between the tackle runs for sure. All right, 2nd down and 4. Here comes the run blitz, and it gets pushed backwards, and a run right up the middle, and Phil Reed punishes defenders, takes it out to the 50 for a gain of 9 and a 1st down.
That's what Phil does, right there, pounding his way through would-be tacklers.
Yeah, they sent a linebacker blitz. That was Ty Drake, I believe, and he ran in there and hit a stone wall right when he got to the line.
If we can get through that, there's no one back and contain.
All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 50-yard line.
7-man across the front line now for Byrd.
14-0, Bridgeport on top. Rohrig has the ball. Nice block from Phil Reed, and that will spring him for about an 8-yard gain. Defender was on his back, and that is Ian Gould. But Reed picked up the block, and that made that play work. Gain of 8 for Rohrig, who continues to build on his 100-yard rushing performance tonight. 2nd down and 2. Ball at the RCB 42-yard line.
Rohrig 158 now on check that, 13 carries.
All right, 2nd and 2. Need the 40 for a 1st down. 10:25 opening drive, 3rd quarter. Tribe leading 14-0.
7-man front.
Reed runs into the teeth of it. He'll have a 1st down. Running off the left side, gets gang tackled at the 38-yard line.
So what Bird's doing, they're putting 7 guys across the front line with 2 backers and 2 safeties.
Rock was there along with Jackson on the play. And again, Rylan Rock. I feel horrible for that kid. He can barely stand up. And he is laboring to even get lined up. He's at right end. All right, 1st and 10. Ball at the 38-yard line.
Got for a wide pitch here, the way the backs are aligned here, Travis. Yep, we're going to switch it.
All right, switch it. Put Phil to the inside. And run him right up the middle. And Reed hits the 35. Wyatt Minor lays on him and rides him down at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on 1st down for Bridgeport with 9:30 to play. You know, look at this Byrd schedule. They're 2-2. They've still got Fairmont Senior to come. You know, they've got a challenging schedule. To me, a couple of weeks, they play at Lincoln. That is a must-win football game for them.
Yeah, because they got Point Pleasant on the schedule as well.
Yep, that's right. 5-5 will not get you in, most likely, to Double-A playoffs. 6-4 would. So that Lincoln game is huge. Coming up in a couple of weeks. Snap back. Here's Phil to throw. He's looking. He's firing. He's got a man. That is Hess. Hess makes the catch.
Oh, my.
Got at the 3-yard line. Rylan make that Bryce Byrd. Did not look back for the ball. And Hess caught it, pinned to the defender's back, and is ridden down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal.
32-yard pass. What a catch for Cam Hess.
Yeah, defender is in good shape, but didn't turn around. And that was Hunter Jackson, number 3. And Reed just caught that ball pinned up against Jackson.
Yeah, had he not caught it, you probably would have got the flag, but what a catch.
All right, 1st and goal, ball at the 2-yard line. Play clock at 7. Snap back, Rohrig, goal line, and he is in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. 2 yards out, the pass play from Reed to Hess sets it up, and the Indians score on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter to take the lead out to 20-0.
I'll tell you what, Bridgeport catches the football pretty well for a team that throws it 2 or 3 times a game.
Yeah, no kidding.
And 2 or 3 may be kind.
All right, extra point at the post to the right for Taylor Thomas. 8:25 remaining, third quarter. Snap, hold back, kick on the way for Taylor Thomas. That all works. And the Bridgeport Indians extend the lead out to 21-0. 8:25 remaining, third quarter. Byrd will have the football when we come back. Indians football continues on the home of the Indians.
Looking for a place to grab lunch or dinner? Or how about hang with friends or even watch the big game? Head to Brickside Bar and Grill in Bridgeport, where the locals hang out. Brickside offers a full menu and bar, daily food and drink specials, outdoor patio along with weekend entertainment, and don't miss bingo every Sunday from 3 to 5. Brickside also offers a private banquet room for private parties. For more information, call 848-2094 or online at bricksidebarandgrill.com.
Well, that was more like it as Bridgeport very efficient, marching that football to a score. Rorig in the end zone, and Tribe extends the lead to 21-0. 8:25 remaining here in the third quarter, and Taylor Thomas to kick off.
That's one catch you just can't wait to get on film and take a look at from Cam Hess. What a catch that was. Brent, you had a great look at it on the sideline.
Absolutely, and again, Cam was in just great position there. I also thought the defender was in phase. I believe he probably contacted a little bit earlier, but again, Cam Hess is great job there.
Yeah, I think we would have saw the flag if the ball was incomplete.
Second catch of the season for Cam Hess. Here's the kickoff from Taylor Thomas. It's going to range back, and Byrd will make the catch at the 13 over the 15. Swings out to the 20. Mark Biafor misses the tackle. Comes over the 25 out near the 30. And the Indians have been a little shaky on kick coverage tonight, and that's a new issue.
Yeah, we kind of overran our lanes in the first half there. A little bit of a tackling bugaboo. We have to stop him at the 30-yard line. Not bad. First and 10, Byrd.
All right, first and 10, RCB. 8:16 remaining. Third quarter, Bird's first crack at the football here now. Down 21-0.
Much of the same here. Byrd may try to use some tempo here. We'll see.
All right, Jones stays in the backfield, but so far he's been nothing more than either a swing pass opportunity or picking up the rush. And they'll dump it over the middle. Thomason makes the catch. Turns upfield. Lost ball. Phil Reed knocked it free. The Indians topple on it. And with that fumble recovery is Mario Galindo on the first play. Thomason got hit by Phil Reed. Ball came squirting out, and Galindo topples on it. And the Indians get that fumble back they gave up in the first half.
Pretty hit there. That was right from behind and jarred the football loose from Thomason.
High ball at the 41-yard line, so not the way RCB wanted to see this third quarter start. Defense gets shoved around, and then offense coughs it up. 8:09, third quarter, 21-0 Bridgeport.
Turnovers now even up at one apiece. Let's make this one count for 6, +1.
Back to +1 on the giveaway takeaway this season.
If you get a wide pitch here, way the backs are lined.
Here comes motion, and Phil's back to pass. It's a wheel route. He's looking for Brazier. He's wide open. 25-20. Brazier 15 to the 10 to the 5. He runs over Byrd into the end zone. Touchdown. One play, 41 yards. Wheel route from Phil Reed to Brazier. And the Indians quick strike to 7:59 remaining in the third quarter. What a beautiful play, and Bridgeport had been sitting on that one.
And Bryce Byrd just got pushed through the back of the end zone on that play by Brazier.
Yeah, he came over at the 1 and gave a little half-hearted effort to try to tackle Brazier, and that did not work out. Extra point is up, and it is good for Taylor Thomas. So the Bridgeport Indians have flexed their muscle here in this third quarter of play. Tribe forging ahead 28-0 over RCB. Back in a moment.
Hi, this is Brad Ford. If you're a Bridgeport football fan, you remember this. It still gives you chills, doesn't it? In our community, high school football, church, and volunteers bring us together and make us proud. It's energy, opportunity, family, and yes, football. That's what we love about living in Bridgeport.
Brad and Carol Ford and staff are honored to serve you at the Ford Funeral Home on Main Street in Bridgeport.
Arnett, Frazier, D'Amato, Galindo, Hall, Hess, Heinzman, Jones, Martin, Reed, Summers, Thomas, and Vincent. The Bridgeport Indians play on the WKMZ Indians Radio Network.
Touchdown pass from Phil Reed to Charlie Brazier, and Phil's first touchdown pass of the season. Brazier's first catch of the year goes for 7. And the Indians build the lead to 28-0. We're back to where we were moments ago. It's deja vu all over again. Kickoff from Taylor Thomas. High kick, Bryce Byrd ranges back, makes the catch at the 14. Let's see if we can cover this a little better at the 20. Tries to get to the outside, slows up, and is going to be hit and drugged down by Mark Biafor at the 26-yard line on that special teams stop. And RCB will go to work now, down 4 scores.
And this is where the Bridgeport defensive line can just rear back and come right after the passer almost every play.
You're right, because if you're Byrd, eventually, Chris, here you got to start taking some shots, and you got to leave your quarterback in the pocket for a longer time.
Yeah.
So you take out that one completion to Cooley, and everything has been under 20 yards. Mm-hmm. And a timeout, RCB.
Well, they want to use those.
7:52 remaining. Byrd takes a timeout. It's 28-0. Bridgeport on top. Gives us a chance to step aside. Indians football brought to you all season by Edward Jones.
Do you see yourself traveling, working part-time, or moving somewhere warmer when you retire? Hi, I'm Aaron Mann, your Bridgeport Edward Jones financial advisor, and I want to help make your retirement goals a reality. Let's talk about where you are, where you want to be, and how we get you there. Together, we can plan for the expected and make sure you're ready for the unexpected. Call me, Aaron Mann, at 842-5953 or visit us at edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hippley Hatchets, great fun for the whole family. 8 throwing lanes available, digital scoring targets, and delicious Tosillo's Pizza. They do parties. Stop by Route 50 East behind Reap Graphics. Visit hillbillyhatchets.com. All right, out of the first Byrd timeout of the second half. RCB 1st and 10. Ball situated on the 26-yard line. So Byrd dials up. They turned it over on their only play this half. Ooh, there's a quick pass, slow throw. It is caught. They brought pressure off the edge and running forward. Near a first down is Lotsky. He'll have it out to the 37-yard line.
Lotsky literally almost picked that one up off the field turf.
That brought Cam Hess pressure off the edge, and he nearly got in on Nick George untouched. But it's a first down out to the 38-yard line. How many catches on the night for Nathan Lotsky now?
Give me 1 second here. Lotsky has 7.
Came in with 9, so he's nearly doubled his season output.
7 for 42 yards.
10, ball to 38-yard line. Lotsky's in a wing to the left. Snap back to George, and he throws underneath. Bryce Byrd makes the catch, and Cale Colasurto got him down low, and here came Ryan Hall up high, and Byrd goes down at the 43-yard line of RCB. Gain of 6, second down 4.
George has now passed for 139 yards on the night.
It's second down and 4. Indians have pressured him, got to him once tonight.
You got to think the pump and go is coming at some point.
I would think.
Yeah.
They've run hitch after hitch after hitch. Second down and 5. Here comes pressure. Bo Ford held, not called. Now the side official got it. Here's a pass to the sidelines, caught by Bryce Byrd, but this will come back on a holding penalty down to the 28-yard line. Big time hold. Bo Ford, they about took his jersey off.
Can't believe Kevin Smith did not see that. I guess he was shielded from that.
Yeah, the side official had to call it. And Bo Ford, I think, cramped up on that play, so he's coming to the sideline.
Yep.
Get stretched.
Well, he's played well tonight.
For the offense, it's a 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
That's as good as a sack. Takes the ball back to the 26. Get the second down over. 6:36 remaining. Third quarter. Indians 28, RCB nothing.
Yeah, that's a big one because that's 15 yards there. So 5 extra because where the hole was 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep. Deep in the backfield. All right, second down. Snap back. to George. Stands in the pocket. He throws. Dangerous throw. And double covered. Cale Colasurto had the underneath. Rohrig had it over the top on the intended pass to Hunter Jackson. Incomplete. It'll be third down and about 22.
So you see it right there. When they have to throw deep, he just doesn't have time. He just simply threw that ball to the near sideline. Luckily, it wasn't intercepted.
Fact also is, guys, they were holding Kamar Summers there as well in the interior line again.
You know what they tell you. If you get called for holding, hold on the next play because they'll never call it 2 times in a row. All right, here comes a third down and long. 3rd and 21. Here comes the rush. In trouble. George fires it out to the sideline, and Cooley is tackled immediately as he makes the catch in front of Cam Hess at the 31-yard line. That'll hold it to a 4-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down and 16. And here comes the Byrd punt team. Well, how about this pass rush the last 2 weeks? It has been relentless.
Well, it has, and this is key for next week's opponent. Number 1, the pass rush, and number 2, tackling in space. And we're seeing that tonight, and we definitely need to do that next week.
Yep, no doubt. You got Robert Shockey and Cyrus Traw next week. 2 of the South offensive stars. Kick is away. Let's see if Ty can get a return on this one. He'll make the catch at the 34-yard line. Needs a block, gets it from Connor Arnett. Comes over the 45, breaks 1 tackle, crosses midfield, and that is a nice tough-nosed return for Ty across midfield to the Byrd 48-yard line with that lead block provided by Connor Arnett. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 48-yard line. We got a marker all the way back at the 23-yard line. That was about the original line of scrimmage.
It's against Byrd, I believe.
It's going to be a holding call.
He tacked this on to the end of the play, can you?
I don't think in high school.
Holding on the kicking team. By rule, that 10-yard penalty may be added to the end of the run.
Okay,
yeah.
1st down.
There you go. So tack it on.
All right, 1st and 10. Kyler Springer will come in. They're still working on Bo Ford. So Springer will be called into action here at right guard.
And keep in mind, Bo cramping up. He hasn't played as much on defense as he does on offense. So he's getting extensive playing time here tonight and playing really well.
Yeah, he's up and will be available here momentarily. 1st and 10, ball at the 38. 5:18 remaining here in the 3rd. Indians lead 28-0. All right, 9 on the huddle clock. 1st and 10. Rohrig again. 35-30. Rohrig, 25. Drugged down to the 23-yard line as Latrell Jones was hanging on to him. But I think that fatigue is starting to factor for this Byrd team, and the fact that they're down 28-0. Down to the 23-yard line. That was a massive hold that Rohrig ran through, and Zach's big night continues.
175 yards now on 15 carries unofficially.
I think 191 is his career high, or mid 190s. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 23. Rohrig again, and this time he'll be corralled, but does nudge it inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Tackle made by Braylon Hilliard. Gain of nearly 4, called a solid 3.5. 2nd down and 7. Yeah, Parkersburg South up next, so we'll be on the road at the Erickson Sports Complex coming up next week to take on the Patriots.
And that's a natural grass surface,
it
too.
It is. Yep, first time that the Indians have been on the natural stuff, so I understand they're going to practice on the grass field a little bit this coming week. 2nd down and 6. Big Phil up the middle. He spins, does a complete 160, and then falls down to the 15. That's going to be about a yard short of the 1st down. Bo Ford will come back in.
They are talking about turfing that facility in the future at Erickson Stadium.
Actually, that bond passed. That'll happen in the next year to 2 years.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they do it this week. You ask them. I honestly, if you're Bridgeport, you don't mind the grass. What you'd really love is a torrential downpour Friday night. All right, 3rd down and a full yard. 3:17 third quarter. Rohr's going to try to pick it up, and he will. And a little tough guy takes it down to the 10-yard line, gain of 5. And a Bridgeport first down. It'll be a first and goal. 3:07 remaining.
We know how fast Rory is, but he's really impressing us. Of course, we knew this, of his toughness in between the tackles on these runs.
First and goal, ball just inside the 10-yard line. Back nose is touching the 10. Charlie will come out. Ty Martin will come in.
And they're going
to have to rehuddle.
Yep.
Somebody didn't know the play. Down to 7 seconds. Low snap. Rohr has to fall on it, so that was doomed from the beginning. So that's going to be a loss back to the 12-yard line. Be second down and goal. 2:22 remaining. RCB held without a first down so far in this second half. Here's a note for you. Bridgeport has never shut RCB out in this series.
How about that?
Of course, just jinxed us. Still got 14 minutes to go.
It's your night. You didn't jinx anybody.
Got to get it in while it matters. All right, Rohr again, and they're waiting on him, but he will nudge it down to the 8.
Don't worry, the way my week's gone, I'll take the blame for it if it happens.
Yep. Chris, glad you're here, feeling better. Ian Gould was there on the tackle. It's going to be third and goal, ball at the 8-yard line.
Hey, Travis, while we're waiting here, do we have the opportunity next week to pass the Travis Jones statue at Parkersburg Catholic?
That's correct. Well, yeah, it's opposite side of town. But of course, I think it's in the men's room. Snap back to Rohr. There goes Rohr. Great cut. He's to the goal line, and he is in again. How about thrice for Zach Rohr? 3 rushing touchdowns tonight. 1:15 to play, and the Indians in the third quarter extend the lead over Byrd 34 zilch.
194 now on the ground for Rohr.
All right, extra point for Taylor Thomas. Waiting for everybody to get who they want on the field. And Thomas trying to add the 35th point on the night with 1:15 to play third quarter. Snap back from Springer, hold from Goodwin, kick from Taylor is up, and that kick is good. Indians lead now 35-0 at the Wayne.
A song for the broken heart.
Oh my gosh, dear, I can't remember if I took my medicine.
No surprise there. Our anniversary was last week.
Oh.
Let's go to Community Pharmacy. They take the guesswork out of taking your meds.
Forgetting anniversaries? Sorry, but Community Pharmacy does offer medication packaging that organizes your meds into morning, noon, and evening, plus free local delivery and a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and rentals. Your locally owned and trusted hometown pharmacy, Community Pharmacy, Johnson Avenue in Bridgeport. No long lines, and we know your name.
Well, the Indians' second touchdown, actually third touchdown here in this second half of play. Third in the third quarter. 1:15 remaining in quarter number 3. Indians on top by a count of 35-0. East of Chicago Pizza is the official pizza provider of WVRC Media High School Sports.
Third quarter, Morgantown 21, Musselman 21. Halftime, Parkersburg South 41, John Marshall 10.
What quarter is that?
That's at the half.
Oh, and hard to say. That's what's wrong with Sal's offense. They only scored 41 tonight. Yeah, you're going to have to possess the ball next week.
Oh, yeah.
That's the name of the game all week long will be keep that football away from the Patriots. Here comes a squib kick. It's going to stick there. That's a recoverable ball. And do the Indians get it? Yes, they did. Jackson got it.
Like it.
Taylor Thomas, boy, what a job he did there. He kicked that ball right to an open field on the open spot on the field, and it was just inbounds, and that ball just stuck, and it sat there. And Josh Jackson went over and fell on it And Bridgeport, we talked about it. They'd worked on onside kicks. That was kind of a non-conventional onside kick, but it works. The Indians have the ball at the Byrd 22-yard line with 1:15 to play and a chance to tack on more. Snap. Toss out. Coming to Ty Martin. Ty runs over a defender, and that defender gets him down at the 20-yard line.
That was a great job by Ty Martin to catch that toss. That was just out in front of him.
That was Andrew Swiger who came over and got him down after a gain of 3 on the play. Under a minute remaining, third quarter. Tribe leading 35-0. Looks like Byrd might be one short. Yes, they are. They only got 10 guys on the field. Indians break the huddle, and they don't have to wait.
They may want to try using 12.
33 seconds. High snap. Phil Reed stumbles to make the catch and then churns forward and will take it down to the 16 for 4. So going to be about 3 yards shy of a first down. And we'll see if the Indians are going to run another play.
Clarksburg's news.
10 seconds, they will not. Come to the sideline, and that'll do it. But what a third quarter of play for Bridgeport as the Indians do an outstanding job here in the third quarter. Extend a 14-0 halftime lead to 35-0, and they're looking for more when we come back here in the fourth quarter of action.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
Hat Boyle Funeral Home, just off of I-79 and Jane Lou.
The only thing matters is the win. That's it. However, whatever it takes.
Join us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. from Mia Margaritas at Charles Point for the Tyler Ferris Show on 103.3 WKMZ. Or watch the show on Facebook by following the Indians Radio Network.
Oh my gosh, dear. I can't remember if I took my medicine.
No surprise there. Our anniversary was last week.
Oh.
Let's go to Community Pharmacy. They take the guesswork out of taking your meds.
Forgetting anniversaries? Sorry, but Community Pharmacy does offer medication packaging that organizes your meds into morning, noon, and evening, plus free local delivery and a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and rentals. Your locally owned and trusted hometown pharmacy, Community Pharmacy, Johnson Avenue in Bridgeport. No long lines, and we know your name.
First play of the fourth quarter. It is a 3rd down and 2 conversion attempt, and it was Ty Martin with those fresh legs. Got a seam off the right side and takes it down to the 8-yard line. So the Indians convert on the first play of the fourth quarter, leading 35-0. 1st and goal.
A good run there by Ty Martin. Shot right through there like a rocket.
Couple carries tonight for Ty.
15 yards on 3 touches.
All right, 1st and goal, ball at the 8-yard line.
Interesting dynamic there. Byrd came out to start the fourth quarter with only 10 guys on defense again.
Huh. All right.
Surprised they didn't call a timeout.
1st and goal, ball at the 8-yard line. Snap to Ty. Martin to the 5. Martin out of an ankle tackle, and he pushes in for the Bridgeport touchdown.
Nice run.
Yeah, that contact, as you mentioned, at about the 3, and was able to shake loose and take it in for the score, and Bridgeport builds the lead to 41-0.
And, you know, the coaches always talk about how the linemen, you know, good low pad level and block works. Well, guess what? Running backs can do the same thing, and that's what Martin did right there.
An extra point from Taylor Thomas once again. And the kick is away, and that kick is up, and it is good. All right, Bridgeport Indians. Perfect here in the second half. 42-0 new score. Indians all over the Flying Eagles of RCB.
Pizza's here.
The perfect food delivered. As tasty as it is convenient.
Very true. Plate.
Oh, wow. This is better than usual.
That's why I didn't order the usual.
What was wrong with the usual?
Nothing. Till I tasted this.
My taste buds agree.
Just wait till we go there.
East of Chicago Pizza. One bite and you'll taste the difference. Open every day for delivery, curbside, or dine-in. Order online at eastofchicagopizza.com or call 304-592-2550.
All right, first touchdown of the night for Ty. And the Indians lead 42-0. RCB set to get the ball back, and they haven't had it a whole lot here in the second half.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the first touchdown on the Johnson Avenue side tonight for Bridgeport. I think so.
Yeah, you're right.
Rare, huh? Everything's been on this end of the field.
Taylor Thomas will kick it off, run up, boots this one deep. Thomason makes the catch, 14-yard line, 15, slows up, runs to the near sideline, and we'll run out of bounds, and we're going to have a holding penalty.
And I think it was on the freshman, McMillian. That's what I saw, 36. But, again, my eyes are not 100% at all whatsoever, so I could be wrong.
You were right, Chris.
Well, I guess I saw that one, huh?
All right, take the ball inside
during the
20.
return, holding on the return team. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
You notice late in the game, the officials kind of get tired themselves. Don't even call the numbers out. They just say holding.
Yep.
Return team.
Let's get on with it. Running clock, too, here.
Yep.
In the fourth. So the clock starts, 10:05 remaining. Thomason comes in motion and settles right of the formation. Snap back to Nick George. Here comes the rush. He's going to throw a go pattern. It's a wounded duck, and Ty Martin got two hands on it but couldn't squeeze it, and it's nearly caught off the deflection along the near sideline by Bryce Byrd, and it's going to be incomplete.
Great job by Ty Martin to play that football in the air. He read that and jumped up and tried to catch it at its highest point.
And Nick George threw that one as a screwball.
And it looked like it was Sparks coming in on him, almost got in there to get the sack.
All right, second down, 10. George, play action, throws it quickly. Pass caught and turning up the field. First down out to the 29-yard line is Lotsky. And he's still down. He might be cramping up at the 29-yard line. And it would be understandable. He's had a busy night. He only had 9 catches coming in, and he's closing in on 9 tonight. So he's going to cramp at the 29-yard line. It'll be a Byrd first down. Clock will stop on an injury. 8:57 remaining.
It's also a flag down, guys.
Oh, okay. Yep, there it is, 25-yard line.
If his play stands, Lotsky 8 catches, 56 yards on the night.
The result of the play is a first down. After the play was over, dead ball, personal foul, number 17 of the offense. So we'll go half the distance to the goal, where it will be 1st and 10 from that spot.
That's called on the quarterback, Nick George. And Lotsky is up. So it will be a first down, but it's going to cost him some yardage here and take the ball back to the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
Why is this half the distance is my question. Nope, they got it right. That is right.
Back to the 14.
They just misspoke.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 14.
Play does count.
Yes,
after.
Yeah, gets the first down after the play. All right, Nick George he's over with the coaches.
You know, if you're Byrd, you might want to think about getting some second-team guys in here to score the where it's at. And the schedule you have in front of you, it's important to keep all your guys healthy. Just something to think about.
Again, Byrd, not a lot of numbers. They have no JV team, or at least if they have one, they're not playing Bridgeport. They canceled that game way early before the season even started. Snap back to Nick George. He throws underneath. Pass juggled, and is it caught? Yeah, Bryce Byrd off the juggle. Makes the catch at the 25-yard line.
A good catch.
Along the sideline. So that'll be a gain of
9.
I think they're going to get him 10.
Yep,
10. First down. Clock at 8:23. Brock Vincent's going to come in at D tackle. You've got Ryan Jones, Sparks, and Parker Vincent are the ends. 1st and 10, ball at the 25. George takes the snap, steps up, he's hit! Brock Vincent gets his 2nd sack of the season. Gets George back at the 20-yard line.
That's good to see for Brock Vincent, the senior. Good to see.
Yeah. Well, we can call that, you have the Sports Illustrated curse. We'll call that the Tyler Ferris Show non-curse because he was the guest this week and gets his 2nd sack of the year. Now we're going to have kids begging to be on the show. All right, loss of 5 on the play. 2nd down, 15. 7:25 remaining, 42-0, Bridgeport on top. George backpedals. He's in trouble again. How did he not see Parker Vincent? And Parker Vincent is on his back and rides Nick George down. Parker Vincent was on Nick George's back, and honest to goodness, Nick George had him on his back, and Parker Vincent had no feet on the ground, and we're going to get a flag. That's going to be on the Byrd huddle.
I think it's on George. Could be a 2nd personal foul.
After the play was over, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 3 of the offense. Half the distance to the goal. 3rd down.
How about that sack?
Back-to-back sacks. I mean, that was like rodeo night.
Yeah. It's like taking that cap and bringing it down.
That was hilarious. Parker Vincent was on Nick George. I mean, Nick George is a big kid, and Parker just climbed up on his back and had both feet off the ground as George was kind of trying to swing him off his back, and in the process went down on the play. All right, ball back to the 7-yard line. 6:15, and here comes a 3rd down, and it's so long they don't even put it on the scoreboard.
I think they're going to call timeout here if they can't.
3rd and 28.
George is still over on the sidelines.
Yeah, play clock's at 10 seconds. And RCB has no plans of running this play, so they'll take their 2nd timeout, and George is visibly frustrated.
Yeah.
5:48 remaining. And this 2nd half, if you're RCB guys, you went in the locker room down 14-0, and you probably felt pretty good because you had forced a fumble down close to the red zone. Taylor Thomas missed a field goal to make it a 3-possession game at the gun. But boy, this has been a demoralizing 2nd half for this Byrd outfit. They've not been able to do anything, and they've not been able to stop Bridgeport.
Yeah, again, guys, it's crazy down here. Again, absolutely happy there for Vincent, both Vincents in the situation, getting pressure there. Again, and of course, Nick George just really frustrated down here.
Yeah, I'm watching him through my binoculars right now, friend. You said it best. He is really frustrated right now. He's got a towel within the open part of his face mask. They may take him out of the game. We'll see.
Well, Rylan Rock's their backup quarterback, and he is in no shape to go in at quarterback. He's got a bad ankle, so. Not that you're in a situation right here to be able to give Nick George any confidence.
His hand's hurting him. Yep. He's got a hand injury right now.
Yeah, speaking of Nick George.
Yeah, his hand's really bothering him.
All right, they have to get to the 35 for a 1st down, so let's call it 3rd down and 29. You know the Indians will be coming.
This might just be a handoff here. We'll see.
Jones in the backfield.
Yeah.
Yep, handoff to Jones. He gives ground, tries to turn the corner, and cannot. He will go down to the line of scrimmage. Indians were all over that play, and you got some new faces out there for Bridgeport. Connor Arnett was there. Dylan Heinzman was there for Bridgeport, and leading the charge was Jackson Rubenstein.
I just mentioned Byrd with their starters out there late in the game and a 42-0 deficit, and for their game, you hope no one gets hurt, and George is shaking up.
All right, punter is on, and Bridgeport will send Kel Colacerto back in a safety position here, as Thomason will boot it, nobody back to return it, and it's going to take a bounce over the 50 and be best return, or a kick of the night rather, for Thomason. So it'll roll down to the 34-yard line. So good boot there. He punted that one from the end zone. Down to the Bridgeport 34. 4:25 to play. And the Indians' backup offense will be out there with a 42-0 lead.
60 yards officially on the punt.
Yeah. Aided by the roll and aided by no returner. Now this game not without its minuses. I mentioned Tanner Hathaway, starting linebacker, second leading tackler, went out early, and Bo Ford's getting some ice wrap on his knee, probably just a precautionary thing.
Yeah, we hope Hathaway's okay. We hope it's just a stinger, nothing more. We don't know.
Bridgeport's going to take a timeout here. They got that second team offense out there late. So they'll burn their first time out with 3:36 remaining.
Well, the JV team is out there right now, and they have really played well so far this year. So some of these guys, remember these names coming up.
Yeah, going to see Jack Spatafor at running back, or T-back, and we'll pick up the backs here momentarily. But
Alex Moses is the other one.
Timmy Jeffers will be in there at wing.
Saw Donovan Williams out there as well.
Yeah, Bridgeport's JV so far, I think it's 123-7. They've outscored the first three opponents. And again, with Byrd having no JV team, Musselman, they rearranged that schedule, and Musselman agreed to come over here on Monday. So that's we'll get a look at the Appleman JVs.
Well, at least they got consistent with the callers, right?
Yeah, that's right. Almost.
That should be a good test, you would think.
Yeah, yeah, that'll be fun. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 34-yard line. Snap back, and Alex Moses runs over the 40, 45, he's gone. 50, 40, here comes a late flag. Thrown in, Moses will take it into the end zone, but this will come back. Ball's at the flags at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, we got two flags, one back as well. Latrell Jones may have been held.
Yeah, so that'll come back. But there you see the speed of Alex Moses.
And don't let the 94 fool you on that number.
Yeah, they're going to have to get him in a lower number starting next year.
Just take the 9 off, give him a 4.
All right.
Holding on the offense, number 70. 10-yard penalty, replay first down.
So let's see. Spot the foul, the 46. So give him 12 on that initially. There you go.
Yeah, hold on Kyler Springer. So that wipes out the touchdown, but we'll give him a couple of yards.
Yeah, he gets 12, so not bad. I think he'd rather have the 55 plus. But.
All right, first down and 8. 3:05 to play. And Moses gets it, and he'll pick up 8 on this carry. I'll give him 7. Ridden down on the play by Ian Gould.
You know, we haven't even seen Cam Martin yet this year. He's out with a hamstring injury. He is a really, really good sophomore back with Moses.
All right, 2nd down and 2. Indians lead 42-0. Snap, inside give, Timmy Jeffers. Ridden down at the 47-yard line by Ty Drake, who's one of the few regulars still out there for RCB.
First down.
Yep, 1st and 10, ball at the 48-yard line. Probably got a couple of more snaps, maybe a handful here. 2:02 remaining. From the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Moses has it to the 50, spins down to the Byrd 47-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5.
You know, folks, this sophomore group as freshmen beat Martinsburg at Coburn Field a year ago. So this was a very good freshman group a year ago, and now we're seeing them as sophomores doing good things.
They sub out Ty Drake at middle linebacker with 1:20 remaining. 2nd down and 5. Snap, scissors give to Jeffress, and he's down at the 44-yard line for a couple. Indians going to improve to 4-1 on the season.
Yep, and next week is the toughest opponent so far on the schedule, and it's a big one. We'll talk about that later.
All right, most likely will be the final snap of the game right here. Third down on a yard. And here comes Moses. Gets around the corner at the 40, 35. Starts again down to the 33-yard line. So we'll add 10 more to his total. And that'll be the final play of the football game as Tyler Ferris gathers up the troops on the near sideline as they prepare for the handshake line. And the Bridgeport Indians, no doubt about this one, for the first time in the 31 meeting series with RCB, the Indians shut out Robert C. Byrd. Final score tonight, Bridgeport 42, Byrd nothing. Quality Machine Indians wrap up. Kicks off after this timeout.
At Quality Machine Company of Bridgeport, we solve problems. We're your local provider for welding, custom fabrication, machining, structural steel sales, and all types of heavy equipment and industrial repairs. Whether your business is coal, oil and gas, construction, excavating, timber, or manufacturing, Quality Machine has a solution for you and your team. We're just a few miles east of Bridgeport on Route 50. Quality Machine, if man made it, quality can fix it. QualityMachineInc.com.
We are all dealing with it. Prices are going up. Whether it is the grocery store or the gas pumps, our budgets are stretched and no one seems to care. We do at the Marquette Insurance Agency. With multiple industry-leading companies like Nationwide and Progressive to choose from, we'll find you the right insurance deal for you to create some room in your budget. You can find us in Bridgeport or Philippi. Marquette, the insurance agency you keep.
Pizza's here.
Ah, the perfect food delivered. As tasty as it is convenient.
Very true. Plate?
Thank you. Oh, wow. This is better than usual.
That's why I didn't order the usual.
What was wrong with the usual?
Nothing. Till I tasted this.
My taste buds agree.
Just wait till we go there.
East of Chicago Pizza. One bite and you'll taste the difference. Open every day for delivery, curbside, or dine-in. Order online at eastofchicagopizza.com or call 304-592-2550.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Shinston Ace Hardware, your local hardware specialist on South Pike Street in Shinston, has you covered. Whether you need a key cut, a nut, a bolt, or your propane tank filled, Shinston Hardware has all your hardware needs. You need paint? They got you covered with thousands of colors from Benjamin Moore Paints. Shinston Ace Hardware also has your outdoor needs covered as well. They are your premier steel dealer in Harrison County. Shinston Ace Hardware, South Pike Street in Shinston.
Things can happen fast after an accident that can affect your claim against an at-fault driver and your rights to insurance benefits. The lawyers at Cooper Law Office can help you with your accident-related damage and injury claims and can help to make sure that all your rights are protected along the way. Call Cooper Law Offices as soon as possible after your accident at 304-842-0505. If you hire Cooper Law Offices, you can rest assured your claim is preserved and your rights are protected. Cooper Law Offices, legal advice for accident victims. CooperLawWV.com.
At Bridgeport Express Care, your health is our priority. Bridgeport Express Care strives on offering the highest quality, affordable health care in the area. Bridgeport Express Care services include urgent care, family medicine, sports medicine, and occupational medicine, along with your basic wellness and health prevention to keep you and your whole family healthy and strong. For an appointment, stop by our facility located on Johnson Avenue in Bridgeport or call 304-842-3330 or online at bridgeportexpresscare.com.
The Bridgeport Indians on the 103.3 WKMZ Indians Radio Network continues now with the Quality Machine Indians Wrap-Up.
First time in series history, Byrd is shut out. Just the second shutout in the 31 meetings between the teams. 42-0 final score. Brent down at turf level with Tyler.
Coach Ferris, let me give you some stats here. Rurik finishes with 194 and 3 touchdowns. Charlie Brazier, 67 yards rushing, a 41-yard touchdown catch. Finishes with 483 total yards. What was your thoughts here on the matchup with Robert C Byrd?
Our kids are getting better throughout the year. We're not nearly where we want to be yet. We're getting better constantly. We want to try to find a way to start faster a little bit. It's almost like we wait for the battle of attrition, but our kids have battled in the weight room. They conditioned their tails off, and that's where we're better right now, but we just want to try to get better in the first half of games.
Coach, we had a big one last week against the number 1 team in AA. Next week, a big one against the number 1 team in AAA. What's your story going into Parkersburg South next week?
Just like this week, focus on us, keep getting better. If we keep working on ourselves and we get better, we're trying to be the best football team we can be in November.
Let's go get one in Parkersburg next week, Coach.
Yes, sir. That's a goal.
Tyler Ferris.
All right, thanks a lot. Charlie Brazier, we'll hear from him momentarily. He had a nice game, particularly his per carry average, and of course had that beautiful wheel route for a touchdown catch and run. Brent's with the senior, Charlie Brazier.
Charlie Brazier, let me give you your stat line here, buddy. 67 yards rushing, a 41-yard touchdown catch, and you look the healthiest you've looked all year this year. Charlie, what was your feelings here getting a big win senior year against Robert C. Byrd?
It felt great. It felt great to be healthy. I give it all to the line for those rushing yards. They were creating holes all night. It really felt good to get in the end zone, too. I've been waiting on that. But, yeah, all around, good job to the line.
Charlie, here we are, halfway point, senior year. 4-1. We got a big matchup here against Parkersburg South next week. As a senior, what does that leadership mean to this team, and what's your message to the younger guys here going into the second half of the season?
We just got to get them ready. That scout team, they're going to be a big part of getting ready for this week and giving us good looks. They've been giving us good looks all year, so they're going to be a big part of this week.
Charlie, let's go get one next week.
Yes, sir.
Charlie Brazier.
All right, thanks a lot, Brent, and good job tonight, Charlie Brazier and that Bridgeport offense, defense. It just all came together tonight. 42-0 victory over RCB.
Great victory, especially after last week's win over Fairmont Senior. Another physical, dominating performance by this Bridgeport team, and they're going to need to be that and more next week against Parkersburg South and control the clock against their array of skill players and great quarterback. And it's possible, no doubt about it. I like this Bridgeport team. I like their physicality up front. Let's hope Tanner Hathaway can get healthy here soon as well.
All right, yep, big one next week. Not only, points, huge points game next week for Bridgeport against the Patriots of Parkersburg South. And they're the real deal. They're Fairmont Senior on steroids is what they are.
Yeah, and Robert Chalky, a kid that can run it and throw it.
Yep. All right, so we'll have more on South, but we'll give you the final numbers in this one when we come back. As we close in, we'll take you up until 9:30 tonight and get you ready for high school game nights. Final break, and we'll return to Wayne Jamison Field coming up. Bridgeport a winner 42-0 here tonight over RCB. Back in a moment on the Quality Machine Indians Wrap-Up.
Bella, this a pizza. It's just like my mama used to make.
Your mom's from Wisconsin.
But this a pizza. It's just like in the old country.
Okay, honey.
And the oven, it's a coal-fired, so the crust is baked to perfection.
All right, that's enough.
Mia Margarita coal-fired pizza brings out your inner Italian, whether you have one or not. Order online at miamargarita.com. Eat in or delivery available. Check out the most authentic pizza in town at Mia Margarita Pizza.
Whether it's getting the kiddos to school,
I love you. Bye, Mom.
Or taking it off-road and uphill.
Oh, yeah! Yeah! Woohoo! Oh, yeah, baby!
We've got the right tires for you.
Stop by a Glotfelty Tire Center and talk to one of our tire pros with locations in Bridgeport, Parkersburg, and Elkins.
If you miss a step,
wow! Oh, ow, ow.
It hurts. So after your surgery, don't miss the very important step of physical therapy to improve range of motion, strengthen muscles, and reduce pain, among other benefits. Don't miss a step. Come see us.
Bridgeport Physical Therapy is here to help you regain your mobility and strength after surgery. Physical therapy is a necessary step to restored health that you just can't miss. Make an appointment with Bridgeport Physical Therapy, located in Bridgeport and White Oaks.
When it comes to legal problems, the answer is not always easy. That's why you need a law firm with experience. Attorney Bob Greer of Greer Law Offices in Bridgeport has over 25 years' experience dealing with a variety of law, litigation, estate planning, wills, trust, property law, and business transactions. Put experience on your side with Greer Law Offices, Philadelphia Avenue in Bridgeport, 304-842-8090 or GreerLawOffices.com.
Give your kids a memory they'll never forget. Down on the farm, edge of town farm market. Take a hayride to the 2-acre corn maze. Pick a pumpkin from the pumpkin patch. Decorate for fall with hay bales, corn stalks, and mums. Country cooking is great with local grass-fed beef, apples, peppers, and tomatoes. Corn maze is open Friday noon until 6 and Saturday and Sunday from 10 until 6 through October. Edge of Town Farm Market, Route 58 in Bridgeport. Look for the sign in the big red barn. Edge of Town Farm Market.
All right, Indians win this game tonight. 42-0 is the final score. Welcome back, Quality Machine Indians wrap up. Chris, give me a little update on the scoreboard here. We've got a couple of interesting games that have some bearing on Bridgeport.
Okay, quick update on the scoreboard. I've been looking around. Now let's go back to AAA. Next week's opponent, Parkersburg South, still leading John Marshall, 41-10. I'm sure there's been an updated score since then, but that's what we got on our scoreboard. Here's the big one, fourth quarter. And I think this is late fourth quarter. Number 2, Morgantown, has just taken the lead over number 6, Musselman in Inwood, 33-28. They went for 2 and did not get it. So Musselman now has the football late in the fourth period.
All right, very good. So we'll get you Metro News Game Night scoreboard all night from 9:30 on, coming up here in just a couple of shakes. Guys, this is going to be a memorable final next matchup in the historic Bridgeport Byrd Series 31. But as I mentioned a couple of times, Bridgeport was shut out by Byrd 14-0 early in this series. This is the first Bridgeport shutout in the series.
Yeah, and again, the fact is, rivalry-wise, I know that it's been very one-sided, but again, especially with the storylines we've talked about all night, is a great win for our Indians, and again, great job for our guys moving on to next week.
Hey, just build off what you did last week. The defense held that on last week to get the victory and to continue that performance tonight. We're going to need that and more again next week.
Yeah, no question. All right, Chris, give me some final numbers here on this Bridgeport offense and also RCB individually.
Okay, Zach Rohrig, 20 carries, $194, 3 touchdowns. Phil Reed, 12 carries for 86 yards. Not as much usage for Phil tonight. Tom Martin, 4 carries for 23 yards and a touchdown. Charlie Brazier had to 5 carries for 67 yards. Alex Moses had a long touchdown run called back. Finishes with 4 carries for 25 yards. And Timmy Jeffress, 2 carries for 8 yards. 410 yards rushing tonight as a team for Bridgeport. Phil Reed, a perfect 2 for 2 in the air for 73 yards and a touchdown pass to Charlie Brazier from 41 yards out. And Cam Hess, 1 catch, an unbelievable one at that, for 32 yards as well. For Robert C. Byrd, minus 14 yards rushing as a team. Nick George, 7 carries, minus 13. Latrell Jones, 2 carries, minus 3. Braden Thomason, 1 carry for 2 yards. Passing tonight for George, short passing game, 20 out of 27 in the air for 168 yards. And his top targets were Nathan Lotsky, 8 catches for 56 yards. Braden Thomason, 4 catches for 32. Bryce Byrd, 4 catches for 27. Quentin Cooley, 2 catches for 32, and Latrell Jones, 2 for 21. The biggest catch of the night was that underthrown pass to Quentin Cooley in the first quarter for 28 yards. Bridgeport, as a team, held Byrd to 154 yards of total offense.
And kept them off the scoreboard. Indians dominate the second half and win this game by the final of 42-0. All right, we'll talk about it Tuesday night. Tyler Ferris Show from Mia Margarita at Charles Point from 7 until 8 o'clock. You can watch the show on Facebook by following the Indians Radio Network page, or, of course, you can listen to it on our flagship station, 103.3 WKMZ. That's Tuesday night. Chris, Brent, and I will join you from the Erickson All Sports Complex coming up on Friday night, a week from tonight. Airtime 6:30, kickoff at 7 o'clock as the Bridgeport Indians will meet the Patriots of Parkersburg South. Final score tonight, Bridgeport 42, RCB nothing. For the crew, we thank you for listening to Bridgeport Indians Football.
Bridgeport Indians football coverage on 103.3 WKMZ has been brought to you by Brickside Bar and Grill in Bridgeport, where locals hang out. Bridgeport Indians football coverage on 103.3 WKMZ has been brought to you by Brickside Bar and Grill in Bridgeport, where locals hang out, featuring a delicious menu, full bar, outdoor patio, and weekend entertainment. Bridgeport Locations in Bridgeport and White Oaks, proud to be a part of the medical team behind the team. Bridgeport Express Care, your locally owned urgent care and family medicine. Greer Law, your Bridgeport home team lawyers. Mia Margarita, West Virginia's only coal-fired pizza. J.F. Allen, committed to quality. Pat Boyle, full-service funeral home and cremation services. Glotfelty, for all your tire and wheel needs. Roll Tribe, east of Chicago. Pizza done right. Shinston Ace Hardware, South Pike Street in Shinston, your authorized steel dealer. Community Pharmacy, your trusted hometown pharmacy. 1212 Johnson Avenue, Bridgeport. Quality Machine, Route 50 east of Bridgeport. If man made it, quality can fix it. Your local Edward Jones financial advisor, Aaron Mann and Ed Amon. Make sense of investing. Cooper Law, Main Street, Bridgeport. Legal advice for accident victims. CooperLawWV.com. Greater Bridgeport CVB. Before or after the game, Bridgeport is the perfect part of game day with great food and shopping. Marquette Insurance Agency, 120 East Main Street, Bridgeport. Marquette, the insurance company you keep. Hillbilly Hatchets, great fun. And Tusalo's Pizza behind Reap Graphics in Bridgeport. Go Mart. Before or after the game, go for good times. Go for Go Mart. Chad Reppert State Farm. Like a good neighbor, 929 West Main Street, Bridgeport. Edge of Town Farm Market. Locally raised beef and produce. The Red Barn on Route 58 between Bridgeport and Anmore. Ben Queen for Senate. Alderson Broadus University. Chenoweth Ford. And Amtower Napa. Auto parts for cars, trucks, marine, and farm equipment. You need it, we have it. The Big Blue Napa Superstore, Route 131, Bridgeport. For more on the Indians, log on to BridgeportIndiansFootball.com or download the new Bridgeport Sports app. This has been a WVRC Media Sports presentation. We're proud to live here, too.